Ozzy Gunny said, ah.
Oh, everything seems to be working. I might have to move. Yeah, I've got to aim that over a little bit. Got to move it to this way. There we go. Bit of a convoluted process to get all this started. Should be good. Alright, that's working. That's working. Maybe turn this on as well. Kind of the whole reason I'm here. Actually use the treadmill. Did you just finish your stream, Danny? Because I saw you were still on before. There we go. Let's bring up chat.
Ozzy Gunny said, I was trying to figure out how to let you know about the problem.
There was a problem? Oh yeah, I was still just setting things up. When I go live, I have to turn...
Gunny said, heating up Milo and dinner.
Ah, okay. I put dinner off. I had like a pack of crackers and then I'll have dinner later. Yeah, when I go live, I have to like start this one, then start that one, or doesn't matter. But you can't have them running beforehand. It doesn't connect for some reason.
Ozzy Gunny said, well, the empty boxes seemed like a problem.
So, yeah, I'll fix that. Yeah, it's just a temporary thing. I made sure everything else was running first, and then you start it, then you start it, and then you're good.
Weird.
Yeah, it is weird. There's probably a way to fix it. I just haven't figured it out yet. I'm gonna bring up... Actually, that's the wrong one. I want this with all my photos in it. I hope music and all that stuff is working. I can check. I just sort of assume it's still working from yesterday. Seems alright. So yeah, today I'm going to go through, or try to go through the rest of the photos from my 2016 holiday to Japan. And this is the one where I went solo. And even on the flight up, I don't know why they had to divert the plane. I was meant to land at Kansai Airport. So it was KIK, the Osaka one. I think it's KIX actually. And they couldn't land there, so they sent us to Narita. And I landed. And I'm like, I don't have a hotel or anything. So I got the cab and I googled up a hotel. It's supposed to be close in the area. It said like 5 kilometers on the map.
Said, one little lecture, the odds. Sharing all audio and desktop will dox you.
Hey? Obs sharing all audio and desktop. How will it do that? Because this laptop shouldn't be able to dox anything. It's only got desktop audio going, and there's nothing else really running on this. I haven't had any problems so far. And my other computer, the one that's actually sending out the stream, that's only got OBS and StreamerBot running. So nothing can happen on that. So it should be okay. Like if you've got some other stuff running, yeah, I guess. But if it's just that, like, I don't think shouldn't be a problem with it. But yeah, I googled up this hotel. And I asked the taxi driver, oh, can you take me here? Made a reservation, all that. And he's like, are you sure? It's like saying it's kind of far. And I'm like, man, it's 5 kilometers. It's fine, let's go. So I jump into the cab, put all my luggage in. He jumps onto the freeway or the highway. And like, we're going kind of far. I'm like, this is going to cost a lot. And it did. It was like a $200 taxi ride to this hotel because he took me to like a different branch. I'm like, oh, what? That's not the one that I looked up. The one I looked up, the GPS said was like 5 kilometers away. I'm like, that's okay, I can handle that. Instead, he took me all the way down to Chiba, and I'm like, oh, well, it'll be fine. Because I knew Jetstar would pay for all this, because they're the ones that screwed up. So I'm like, yep, that's fine. So I paid him the amount, stayed at the cheap little hotel, got the train back the next day, and then, yeah, went off to where I was meant to be, which was Osaka. So, did I fly there? Yeah, we flew there. And then, yeah, I just billed Jetstar, like, what was it, like 200 or 250 bucks for the cab ticket. It was between 200 and 250, I remember it was a lot. That was also the flight where they melted my luggage. It's not... You might be able to see... Actually, I can show you. One second. So, that one there Can I zoom in? No. And it won't focus. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, that one. So they melted that and stuffed it up. How do I cancel that? I don't know how to cancel that. Is it this button? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, where was I? I think it was about here before. Kind of like that. So yeah, I don't know what happened, but they melted it and it didn't roll straight or anything. So not only did they take me to the wrong airport, they destroyed my luggage. And yeah, charged them $300 to replace it. Well, I should check the preview, make sure I'm still in the right spot. Yeah, got it pretty close. So yeah, then I headed off to the Grand Prix, apparently. It was like one of the first things that I did on holiday. Maybe they took me to Nagoya, because maybe that's where I was meant to go. But Nagoya doesn't really have an airport that I went to. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I landed in Osaka, then I got the train to Nagoya, because that's where I was staying. Or, no, I was staying in Osaka for a little bit. Anyway, these photos are from the actual Grand Prix. And this would be qualifying day? So it'd be the Saturday.
Hello, hi, intense UMD Danny.
Welcome back in, man. How you doing? Yeah, I'm just going through my my photos. I was just giving a quick rundown on all the stuff that I had to get through just to get to this place. But I did get there in the end. I couldn't stay for the actual race.
BTS lady doesn't know Deutsch.
Nah, she doesn't. She's a Bogan. She only speaks Aussie. So yeah, I made it to the Grand Prix, and I was only there for the Saturday. I had a full weekend pass. I think I was there on the Friday and the Saturday, but on the actual race day I couldn't be there. I had something else I had to be at, so I left. And I actually gave my tickets to some Japanese guy. He's like, oh, I can't use them. I'm like, oh, give them to your friends. They'll be fine. And he was like really nice. Then we had dinner, and then went our separate ways. So this...
Beautifully said, wait, how's she do? Grand Prix.
Grand Prix. The Grand Prix. Grand Prix. I think she got it. Anyway, this is like the final S-bend before you come onto the straight. You can see the pit lane entrance off on the side there. It's kind of one of the first bits that you see when you get in there. I took a lot of photos. I didn't really have the right lens for it. I had just the kit lens, 1855. But apparently if you had a lens over a certain length, you weren't allowed to use it unless you paid for a special ticket. Which I think is kind of stupid. Like, you already paid for a ticket, you should be able to get in and use whatever lens you want. But then apparently that ticket gives you access to like really good photo spots. This is actually not a bad spot, I just didn't have the right lens for it.
Beautifully said, excuse TF out of me.
Yep, that's how they had it set up. So this is 2016, these are the, I think it was the first year of the turbo engines. Maybe they started them in 2015, I can't remember. I think this might have been the second year. The first year they had them and they were really quiet. You could hear the tyre squeals over the engine. And then this year was the next year and they made them a little bit louder. It was like artificially loud. They're just like, oh, make the exhaust louder. The fans want loud cars. Yeah, there's the pit entrance. So I've got a lot of these. I'm going to be going through these pretty quickly because they're kind of boring. That's a LaFerrari, very expensive Ferrari. It was the coolest Ferrari at the time. So I had to get a shot of that. And I don't think I've ever seen one since. It's probably the only one I've ever seen. This dude looks like he needs to take a piss. That is an earlier edition F1 car. That's like 2013, 2014, 2015, that sort of era. It's not the current era. Oh, it says up the top, yeah, 2016. Oh no, that's just like some advertising stuff. Yeah, there you go, 2014 down the bottom right. So who drove that? That was like Alonso and Massa, Felipe Massa. This is like a Schumacher looking one. This is like early 2000s, mid 2000s. Might be a Kimi Raikkonen one. You can tell by the groove tyres. That's even earlier, that's like early 90s. Maybe even late 80s when they had the V12s. Yeah, Ferrari were getting our asses kicked back then. It took them on like the mid No, more like the late
Music Play
2000s
said,
before they got it
no
together
one
again.
cares. Only the Finns can make good drivers.
I disagree. There's good drivers from a lot of countries. I mean, who kind of dominates in terms of Grand Prix? Like, the Italians are pretty good. There's some good Spanish drivers, a lot of British drivers. British haven't had like a winning driver for a long time.
British.
Yeah, Hamilton's British, and then Jenson Button's British. But beyond those two,
Music Play
it's
said,
like been a
"He's
while.
pretty okay, I guess."
Senna's Brazilian.
Danny said,
Yep.
wasn't Senna from Brazil?
Yeah, he was. Australian drivers, we don't have that many. You know, we had Ricardo. He won a race, I believe, but he never took a championship. Mark Webber came close. There was some internal politics that kind of robbed him of his win. You just look at Mark Webber, I believe it's, I can't remember, maybe Turkey? Like 2010? He was set to take the championship and he botched it. And he definitely lost it in South Korea. So he was the closest Aussie that we've had up there for a long time. Ricardo, he never really got close. American drivers, hardly any, man. But like F1, you usually have one driver that will just dominate year after year after year. And then they'll go to a new team and someone else will go for it. It's only really when they mix up the regulations that like you get another chance at having someone else, get up there.
Music Play said, I've given up on Formula like Nasdaq do. It's all scripted and
It's
money.
very scripted, man. You know what gave it away for me? There was a race in Catalonia in Spain, and Maldonado is a Venezuelan driver, so from Venezuela. He was a pay driver. Pay drivers, the terms of their conditions of being a driver is that they bring their money into the team. Whereas normally a team will pay a driver to be part of the team. So anyway, he was driving for Williams. And at that race, it was Frank Williams' like 80th birthday, 70th birthday, something like that. And by some magic miracle, Maldonado won the race. And I'm thinking, this dude has not been competitive the entire season.
The one where someone hacked the radio and heard, whoa, 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 what are you doing? You are not Paul, back off, man.
Yeah, that could be between like teams. They could be like, look, we want our star driver to start on pole, not you, because they have the better chance at taking the championship. That's fair. But this Catalonia thing, nah, man, that rubbed me the wrong way. It's like, yeah, this is scripted, man. It's bullshit. So there's all the Ferraris. And, what's his face? Bernie Ecclestone. He would have been the guy behind that. He was like the head honcho. Yeah, this is a Jenson Button car. These cars, if you put modern tyres on them, they'll be quicker around most circuits than a current F1 car. Simply because the aero regulations let them just generate that much more downforce. And they're that much lighter and they have that much more power. These are like the 1,000 horsepower V10 cars.
Music Play said, I think hearing about one of the F1 stories was one of my last straws for the entire planet.
Yeah, there you go, Jenson, right there.
Today, skepticism and follow the monies.
I mean, the whole sport's changed hands. It's in different groups, management now. At least I think all the media rights. But, I mean, how much of it's real, how much of it's fake? How much of it is just the car versus the driver? What really got me off of it was that the races got boring. They would just manage their tyres, have like a little attack at the end, and then that was it. And it's like, where's the fun in that?
The teams aren't even allowed to innovate.
Yeah, they are. Heavily restrict what you can and can't do. But I wanted to see a race where drivers can lean on the car, push the tyres. I want them going hard as they can. And they're not even allowed to do that. And then the new cars that they've got for this season are like, the power is 50% electricity and 50% internal combustion, or it's like a 60-40 split.
Every tyre is so regulated and specified.
Yeah, or somebody will come out with an innovation that slips through, and then they'll just ban it. And it's like, nah, everyone will do that, we can't have that. It's like, oh, what's the point, man? So anyway, that's Mr. Jenson Button's car.
Music Play said, right.
This will be Ayrton Senna's car. This is a really famous car. I think it's the McLaren MP4. It's like the last car Ayrton Senna drove. These things are animals, man. I'm pretty sure these are like the boosted turbo ones.
Beautyplay said, which all of our current automotive tech comes from where exactly?
Yeah, but they limit and
yeah,
restrict it.
Racing.
They've pushed it more in the side of getting more fuel efficiency out of the cars now. Like, that's not racing, that's boring. Like, who cares? Check it out. Okay, so this is my favourite wheel brand right here.
Beautyplay said, if racing can't innovate,
Personally.
cars stagnate totally.
These guys have been making wheels for years, and I want to get one for my car. Basically, I think they're the same company as Nardi, but this is their racing division, whereas Nardi's more like their classic street division. So yeah, I want to get my hands on one of them. Not that exact model, but you know, one from personal. Look how simple the wing is. It's just scaffolding. It's like, they probably didn't even have like wind tunnels back then. It's like, yeah, slap it on, it probably works. Yeah, 88, yeah, so that's definitely a Senna car. Did you send me something on Discord? I'll have to check it later. Oh yeah, that's right, Honda McLaren. Oh, Prost, that's Alain Prost's car. When Prost and Senna were going at each other. In the same team, and yeah, there was like a big controversy where Senna slammed into, I believe, his rival's car at Suzuka on the first corner and took him out because he already had the points lead, and then he won a championship that way. But I don't know, it wouldn't have been, maybe it wasn't a McLaren. I can't remember. But that's like some real shifty shit. That's not a cool way to win it. Now, who's there? I think that's meant to be Alonso on the left. So there's F1 driver, Kaburimono, something.
Or that one NASCAR guy that ran the wall to move up.
Yep. Oh, that was cool though. That dude just like, he just went full Gran Turismo. He was just like riding the wall. He didn't even bother using the brakes. And it worked, he got positions. Look at them, they're so lifelike and realistic.
It was funny as hell, FS.
Dude, this era of drivers was like awesome. Like 2010 to like 2015 was like such a sick era. You had Alonso, Massa, Schumacher, Nico Rosberg, Hamilton, Raikkonen, like all these big names, and like there's only a handful of them left now. Such a shame. Like, I think what the problem is, they brought in like way too many rookies, and they haven't given them a chance to like even build a following. So it's all astroturfed and it feels very fake now. There you go, 1960s Honda F1 car, a little bit different. Before Aero was even a thing there. Engine for it. Engine with better exposure. So it's a V12. Yeah, there you go, 65, 1500 cc. Tiny. Made 230 horsepower. Which is nothing. At 12 grand. It's come a long way, very differently. It would have been manual shift as well. They were manual shift up until the 90s. Instead of like sequential. No wing on the back. Another engine. I think this is like one of the later, like McLaren style engines. Maybe it's more. This looks more new. This looks more recent.
Go back to those.
Yeah, I reckon it'd be cool to have just like a Formula Racing series with no downforce. So it's just all tyre grip. Then the drivers can really push.
We need real racing in the world.
Yeah, because the problem is the car will get close to another one in front of it, and the car in front's disturbing all the air behind it, and then this guy's got less grip than the guy in front, and they can't make a move. So all the racecraft is gone. And then they brought in DRS as like a workaround, which is you've got the wing on the back, and in certain zones on the race you can push a button, the wing goes down, lets more air through, so you have less drag. But that's so fake. It's so artificial. 64, okay, so this is old. as well. Lots of old engines. You know, this was like peak technology at the time. I mean, there's cars today that have less advanced tech than this, like Honda 1.5 litre engines that people are trying to get 300 horsepower out of. Not to name anyone specifically. That's a much more modern engine. Check out the runners on it. This looks sick. These make really good noises.
Said, I need to find a supplier for Aeroscript, man.
These high,
I need to measure and data.
high revving, like V12s and V10s, they just sounded insane. Yeah, there you go, 75 degree V12, 3.5 litre, 650 horsepower from 92. So it's McLaren engine. Not, well, it was in a McLaren. It's from Honda.
Said, yeah, those were the best engines.
The V10s, man.
W-A-A-H-H-H-H-H-H-H.
Yeah, the BMW V10s are insane. The 3 litre V10 that they had, the Williams one. Love the sound of that thing. Still the best sounding F1 engine. When I was in high school, we did golf caddying at like this golf course. It was probably like, I don't know, 30 k's from the city. And while we were doing that, I could hear the F1 cars because they had the race on that weekend as well. And the noise is amazing, man. And when you hear them in person, it just gives you goosebumps.
Beautifully said, was it? Honda had a 2.0 LV10.
I don't know when that was. That must have been a long time in the past. So probably post 65, they must have upped the capacity limits. But yeah, 3 litre V10s were like 90s, like mid to late 90s. Or basically, no, mid 90s through to like 2010. So like 95 to 2010, that's kind of the best era of engines.
Beautifully said, like early to mid 90s, I think.
Yeah, early. And
Beautifully said, not sure if it ever saw service.
So sort of after the turbo era, they went to 3 and 3.5 litre, but there was like like you could have like a 3.5 litre. I don't know. There was some reason you could go up to 3.5 litre, but like different layouts of engine. So you had V10s and V12s competing at the same time. Yeah, it is a more modern one. This is like a V6 turbo setup.
Said, you know what I want to see? Scramjet Formula Racing.
Oh man, the economy can't afford it.
Beautifully said, use exhaust gases for downforce.
So this is the V6, the more modern turbo setups, like a 1.5 litre V6 twin turbo, and Honda had, it was big news. They were getting back into making it motors for F1. And I think McLaren were the team that chose to back them, and they had nothing but just reliability issues for like 2 years while they were doing it. And then McLaren are like, okay, we're switching to, I don't know, some other Renault or some crap like that. And then the next year, the Honda engine was the best one in the field. It was the one to beat. It's like they did everything wrong. Because they didn't stick it out. Oh yeah, the new NSX, or it was new at the time. So this thing was drawing numbers, man. There were a lot of people that wanted to check this out. Like, cool car, but too complicated. It's nothing like the original NSX.
Beautifully said, sometimes engineering is like that.
Yep. I just think they bailed too early. They should have just stuck it out. You've put all this time and effort into making the thing reliable, and you bail and don't reap the benefits. With this, you sort of came in from the left-hand side and walked around and then left from the right. Yeah, that interior, man, like that's an expensive car and that's the interior that they've gone with. Like, you could make it a little bit nicer. You could dress it up a little better. Come on, Honda. Like, doesn't it have the steering wheel from like a Civic? I'm pretty sure it is. There's like a Civic steering wheel. It's like all the same cruise control and all that crap on it. That one looks a little nicer. It was hard to get a shot of that. I didn't get a good reflection. So that's, where am I? I'm looking over the grandstand. Yeah, so this is after the first turn. So if they come around the corner and then they go up the hill a little bit, all the S's are there on the left. There's a better idea of where I am. Oh yeah, I had to laugh. They use these old like witch brooms to like clean the tracks over there instead of just like a regular broom. It's literally just sticks. Like it's just like dry sticks. I wouldn't imagine it'd be all that effective. So I had seats in 2014. We were up here, this grandstand. Yeah, up the top. And then I think I got the same seats for this year, but I kind of could just sit wherever I wanted. I stayed here for a bit because it was a good spot for photos. And there were a bunch of other dudes taking photos. I'm like, oh, I've got a camera, I'm going to take photos too. But yeah, I didn't have the right lens. I don't know who this person was, but everyone was being really polite to her. She's probably like the emperor or empress or something like that. That looks like a pace car of some sort. Obviously it's a NSX. The real NSX. It's the NA2 one though, that's the 3.2 litre one. So I think that is, she's got to be pretty important. Some famous person or somebody of status. Oops, that's a safety car. They sound cool. They've got like a big dirty V8 in them. Big German one. Look how slow this laptop is. It can't buffer the pictures. If I go too quick, it brings up this little loading thing. And the safety car drivers are cool. They absolutely hammer that thing.
Interplay said, I think cars should double in speed and remove all safety features. Because, fun.
I don't know, there's a lot of bad drivers out there. I wouldn't want to be on the road with them. Yeah, here you go, so you can check out the cameras all the camera guys had. And I had my dinky little 1300D Canon T6 with a kit lens. Hey, it's me, taking a selfie. Long time ago. Yeah, there you go. This is the real deal. They actually had like proper media passes to get on the inside of the track. Big lenses. I think this is fully zoomed in. I don't know if I can zoom in anymore on this. Oh no, it looks like I can. That's a Haas. Haas. That was like, I think, one of their first seasons driving.
Interplay said, back before you blossomed into the ideal male form.
I was well past peak by that time. It's all downhill from there. Yeah, you can see all the other dudes with their cameras. Heaps of them, man. That is a Marussia. I don't think they drive anymore. I think that team went bust and got bought out by someone else.
Said, it's all downhill from birth, man.
It's not a Haas. What is that? I think that's a Red Bull. Oh. No, that's a Honda. Okay. Who was running the Honda engine though? See, I can't even remember. I used to be able to tell what driver it was just from the hat. Just the hat they were wearing. Like, that looks like Lewis Hamilton, still driving for a Mercedes back then. I think this was the year Nico Rosberg took the championship. 2016. I know him and Hamilton had like a pretty fierce rivalry. And yeah, he ended up taking it. And then after that, he just quit F1. He's like, that's it, I'm out. Got what I wanted. It was Ferrari. What do we got here? Marussia. Hardly any sponsors on that car. Because they're a very new team and very low budget team. Yeah, you've got a low budget and you're a new team, you're not winning. And you're not winning, you're not getting on TV, so there's no point putting sponsorships on the car. Got a Honda. Ferrari. There's so many of these, I'm going to go through them pretty quickly. I'd love to go back. Yeah, that's a Renault. The Renaults look good. But I'd love to go back with my current camera gear. Be able to get way better shots. That's Daniel Ricciardo. He was driving for Red Bull at the time, I believe. Ricciardello. I took a lot of photos this day. I think I almost filled up the SD card.
Beautifully said. Okay, time to pack up to head home.
No worries,
see you
man.
in approx an hour-ish.
Yeah, I'll probably still be here. Hopefully I'm done with the F1 photos by then. There's a lot of stuff to get through. Yeah, it's kind of hard getting these shots too. You want to have a long enough shutter speed that the background blurs as you're panning across. But then you've got to be like nailed following the car. I cheated. I just had like a really high shutter speed, so you don't get any of the cool background or anything like that. It's just that's why everything's in focus. But yeah, didn't get any of the motion blur. This was a good spot. Some cool cars. Cool shots you can get here. And the camera had like pretty decent res. You could zoom in a bit, but not enough. Like you go too close and it's just like that. But you get something like that, that's a half decent shot. I had the current camera, easy. You just crop in like way further than you could with this one. Because my 90D, which you guys are on right now, being filmed on, that's 32 megapixels, whereas this was only 18. So I think these guys are, yeah, this is a qualifying session. Or it might be early practice in the day and then they do qualifying later on. But I feel like this is qualifying. So they do Q3, no, they do Q1, Q2, Q3. It's like a knockout system. If you don't get fast enough to be in the bracket where you make it through, you just get kicked out and that's your position. Yeah, this is a better shot. But yeah, that's fully zoomed, so that's about as close as I could get. And you can see I'm right up on the fence too. It's blurry over there. That's a chain link fence getting in the way. Suzuka's a cool track. It's a fun track to drive. I've only driven it in Sims, but it's just a really nice flowy track. And this first section is quite tricky. Over the hill. Oh, I did a vertical shot. I don't know why. There's the crowd gone wild. All the photographers down the bottom there. That whole row, they're all just photographers. They would have had that big lens pass. So one thing I wanted to do was go around the whole track, get photos of the various, like this is A1, so that's like a stand that you can reserve a ticket for yourself at. And I just wanted to get like photos that would show what you could see from each position. So I did go around the whole track, I did get them all, but by the time I was finished, it was dark. It's a big track, takes a long time to get around the place. So this is what I'm doing here, I'm going around the track, just getting all the shots that I need. So yeah, you can kind of see like, yeah, so that's off to the right, then I pan across, and then you can see that. So this is sort of turn 1? Yeah, this is turn 1. Oh yeah, we've got some cars in the car park. There's a nice little RX-7 there. Oh yeah, the GDR, blue one, right there. Another shot of the RX-7. So we'll just go through these quickly. I think they still have the same stand naming convention. You can see the stands are empty. This is after qualifying, so everything's wrapped up and they're getting ready for the race the next day. So yeah, I just sort of went through all of this. Took a while to do, took a while to walk around. And some of the stands are like crap, they're just like logs shoved into the ground. So if you ever book in a ticket, avoid the cheap ones. I still think the best spot is the first corner. Because you get to see the start, you get to see overtakes into the first bend, and you get to see quite a lot of going up the hill as well. Plus, they do all the pre-race stuff on the straight, so you can kind of see it from turn 1. You're far away, but you can see it. Now it's going to blast through these. So you can see it's still daylight, but it's getting darker. the actual track. This is turn 1 down here, and I've walked, and I'm probably up here at the moment. And I don't even know if I made it all the way up here. I know I got sort of around this area, and then it's too dark, and I'm like, that's it, I'm out. Like, it would take you like, to do this probably like 3 hours. Yeah, it's getting dark now. This is like just before the final straight, near the pit entrance. This is actually a good spot to watch from as well. You can see quite a lot. You get a lot of overtakes into that last, not really last, but it's the right-hand turn after 300R, which is like a really high speed turn. It's like one of the, what was it like? Yeah, it's like the 4th last turn is 300R. Then you got like a little zigzag chicane bit. Yeah, this bit. Is it here? No. I think they come through here. I think this is part of the track, or the little chicane's over there. It's hard to tell. No, hang on. There it is. There's the turn off up there. It's a really hard chicane too. They've got to slow down a lot. Non-reserve C. So this is 130R, that's what it is. This is a corner here where they basically, I think they can go through flat now, but it's a very high speed commit corner. But yeah, I'm running out of daylight. There's the bridge. So we've got this spot here. Yeah, that's after the little turn before the bridge. I think I might have got the whole track now. It's getting dark. This is a good spot to watch from as well. You'll often see like some fights into this turn here. Yeah, now they've got the night lights on. There's the hairpin. You get people fighting into this as well. This is occasionally you get like a couple overtakes here. That's a pretty good spot. And yeah, the grandstands. So I think I covered the whole track. Yeah, I did. I got every spot. Okay. Maybe I should turn this into an article one day, or maybe like use it for a YouTube video. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Just go through and curate them. But yeah, that was the F1 day. And the next day, I went to Fuji Speedway for a different track thing. It was the Jay-Z. It was the one Jay-Z day, or it was like Jay-Z day at Fuji. Oh, was that here? Yeah. Jay-Z day in Fuji. I think I've got some stuff here from like a different day. Yeah, so this is like where you could rent sports cars from, but I forgot to bring my international driver's license. So I turned up and I'm talking to the guy and he's all friendly and all nice. And then he's asked for my license and I realised, I'm like, oh no, I forgot to do this when I was in Australia. And then the niceness kind of disappeared because like he realised I couldn't give him any money. But they got all the cars here. These are the cars that they have for rent. So you can rent like a 240Z or a Fairlady, KPGC 10, Skyline, Cosca, C210 Skyline. That looks like an R32, 33, 34, R35, that looks like an NSX or maybe an MR2, RX-7. So they have some really cool cars there, but they don't always have them there. That might be an S2000, that's hard to say. You can see they've got an R33 up there. And they weren't that expensive, it was like $150 for a few hours. And you're already in the hills, so you're in like a good spot. It was a cool spot. I can't remember the name of the business, they'll have it written down somewhere. It was raining though as well, so not the best time to rent a car. I think they've got like all of Initial D down here and a couple other like car-related anime and manga.
Said, the rain.
Yeah. It took me a while to get up there too. You had to like transfer trains and buses, and then the bus schedule out there doesn't come along all that frequently. But if I had the money, yeah, I'd do it. I mean, I had the money, I didn't have the license. That was the problem. Oh, and you see this? This is like a gutter. So the rain sort of just spills over from one cup to the next and it kind of trickles down this chain. And it looks really cool when they're going. Yeah, here we go, Fuji Speedway for the 1JZ day. I walked up there, I got the bus to the...
said, rained crazy yesterday and when fishing it was on fire.
Oh, sweet. Catch anything? I walked from the front gates all the way to the back, and that probably took me like nearly 50 minutes just to get there. This track is massive.
Tomat said, yeah, 8 base.
Yeah, sweet man, you'd be eating good. Here we go, there's the car park, and there's already some cool cars there. So you've got like a JZX90, it's like a Honda Odyssey wagon, Mark II, nice kit on that. Don't know what that is, that looks like another Mark II of some sort. What else we
Tomat
got?
said, EHH, I don't keep them, just love getting out there.
Oh, okay, it's just for the sport of it. That's good. Yeah, they had a track day on, so the main circuit was being used for people doing time attack and just normal track stuff. So I got some shots of these cars as well. I got some video footage of these guys. Oh, this must be the parade lap, because they're all JZs. All 1JZ and 2JZ cars. That's our turn 1 at Fuji. In the past, it used to just keep going. So you just keep going, and it would go straight into a big bank, like a curved bank that would come back out onto the main circuit. And I believe the bank is still there. If you go off into up here somewhere, you can still find bits of it. And it's steep. That was nice. I love these like bolt-on fenders. They just suit like 80s cars so well. That's a R31 Skyline. On Y plates, which tells me that's from a base. So probably an American owns that. He's done a good job though, it looks good. Slammed S14. That's not on bags, that's just how he has it. That's just how he's got his suspension set. Like he's just driving around on that, scraping everywhere. That's wild. Oh, this is pretty cool too. It was JZX90 on the back, and I think the front was like Audi or something. Oh no, still 90. I'm thinking of another car. It's got some N2 style looking flares on that. That's a 90 Chaser. It's got the different lights on the front. That's like a shop demo car. Big turbo on that. It's probably a 2J in there. Yeah, all the Tomei stuff. You can buy like a stroker kit. I think that's for a 2J, so it's like a 3.4 litre stroker kit. Very expensive. Just in case your 1000 horsepower 2J doesn't make enough power. These were cool. $6. I should have grabbed one, damn. What is that? Yeah, they're just like a cutaway with the head. Turbo setup. Oh, I think this is the Weld car. So that's a 2J. Yeah, that's the Weld car. They're like a pretty big shop that do mostly JZ stuff. Like Chasers and Mark IIs and Supras. It was nice though, lots of bling. This guy, he's only got like half his bonnet. He's got the front and he's just chopped it off and left the rest just fully exposed. That's sick.
Tomat said, yup, just do it, or the love of the game, or usually only keep something to eat on special occasions or if the fish is that hooked and doesn't swim off.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Don't need to take more than you have to, really. Yeah, that's like a pretty crazy looking engine bay. They cleaned it all up, they've shaved up all the stuff. It's got tubs, so you can fit like more angle and bigger tyres in there. There were some really cool cars that day. There's the inside. So that's a hydro handbrake. Hydraulic handbrake, like, has been added to the car to make sure you can lock it up for drift. If you ever see that in a car, like, you know for a fact it's probably a drift car. Maybe rally, but most likely drift. This looked nice. This had a really good paint job on it. JZX 100. Big wheels sticking out of those guards. Big wing on the back. He's got the drift style wing where it comes down. I don't know if they still do that. Better exposure. S15 with a 2J in it. because it's a Jay-Z event. So any car can come as long as you got a Jay-Z in it. What's this? It's a Mark II. Big turbo on it. Oh no, is that this car? No, it's different. I think, yeah. That is a Mark X. These things usually come with the V6, but these guys are like, nope, we're not having that. We're slapping a 2J in it. Or a 1J. That looks sick. There's a Chaser. Very clean looking engine bay in that. Yeah, Wed Sport. I think this is a D1 car actually. Yeah, it is. He's got the sticker up the top there. I should know who it is, but I don't know the drivers by name. I was never that into it to pick up who. I mean, I could name some of the drivers from early on, but not like past 2000, like, I don't know, 6, 7. That's just aggressive. That looks angry. It was a big event. There are a lot of cars there. Yeah, this thing's insane. Look how much lock he's got. That is absolutely mental. And I'm pretty sure this does nothing. Like, there's no reason to have that. They've just chucked it on there because it looks cool. Well, they think it looks cool. But yeah, once upon a time, that was a JZX90. There's one dressed up to look like a cop car. It's kind of sick. I think that's a Cresta. Look, it doesn't. It's hard to tell. It looks like a Chaser with Cresta front, maybe. I can't tell. Oh, these look so cool in person. It didn't really come through on the camera though. They're like really dark, and then that blue bit was like, it was almost like it was glowing. Another one. There's a S14 with another JZ swap. These guys were ahead of their time. Now, for drift, almost everybody runs like a 2J in their S15s. It's very rare to see someone with an SR20. Actually, I kind of like the way they've got the black inserts on the body kit here. That looks really cool. Breaks it up a bit. Yeah, a lot of shop cars, a lot of stuff that's like sponsored. I think there was some D1 street legal cars there too. This is just like a private run car, probably like a shop car. Shop car is like a demo car, like a car that they build up to bring customers in. Like, oh, you can do all that cool stuff? Like, I'd like that too. There's a Z10 Sora. These are super rare. And a dude saw me taking a photo, so he gave me a little peace sign. Yeah, but you don't see many of these around anymore. In Australia, there's like hardly any. There's a guy on a YouTube channel that actually bought one that was for sale for a while. And yeah, he stopped making videos on it, so I don't know what he's doing. There you go. A70 Supra. First, I think it might have been the first car to come out with a 1J. But that could also be the older model, like the JZX81 Crowns, not Crowns, Mark IIs and Crusaders and stuff. They're all sort of like around the same era. And here's the actual track. It's just like a big skid pan. So it's wider than it is, well, it's longer than it is wide. And it's just like a big figure eight, not a figure eight, big loop that you go counterclockwise. And there's plenty of videos of it. It's a cool view though, over the side. You're literally in the clouds. So it's a bit wet when we were there, but it dried up pretty soon after. HPI, which to me means RC cars, but over there they make aftermarket parts. Some oil, a bunch of turbo kits. I took all this because I got friends who have a few of these cars and they wanted to check it out. They're the reason I went. They recommended it to me. Nice looking S15. Oh, and that was where I was just before. That's the downhill bit, or the lower section. And then if you go up, there's like a Gymkhana course up here and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, they put like an Audi, like what is that? Audi A4, A5 front onto a Chaser. There's like a Yokohama Advan stick it up one. It's what are they? JZS 167. Basically like a Lexus. They're sold as a Lexus outside of Japan. GS 300, I think they call them. Another nice one. So all these dudes were doing Gymkhana on the little track here. That's clean. That looks kind of crazy with its wheels. Yeah, some RX-7s were just chilling up there. I don't know what they were doing there. This must have been like a separate event that they had running. Some pretty serious looking cars there. It's got a big wide body kit on it, pretty serious wing. And yeah, all these dudes were doing Gymkhana over here to the left. This is another sort of big skid pan circuit that they've got up there. That's a Mark X as well. Got a 100 Chaser. There's that crazy S14 that was driving that I just showed before. Look at the camber, look at the wheel. Like it's not touching even halfway down, it's only touching on the inside bit. That's insane, you couldn't get away with that anywhere else but Japan. You need well-maintained roads for that. S15 with some really nice looking GTCs on it. There's a Mark II, JZX90 Mark II. I wanted one of these at one stage. And then my 86 came up for sale and it was just too cheap to not go for. But they're pretty sweet as well. This is a 100 Mark II. This is the later model. Obviously this dude's bumper has seen better days. But yeah, they'll just straight up drill and zip tie to keep the thing together. So he's got this bit's broken, snapped here, over there. He's had a lot of hits at the front. The number plate's still hanging on. The number plate's probably structural at this point. That's a 110 Mark II. That's after the Chaser and like, yeah, the previous 100 Mark II. And people don't like these because they say it looks like a Nissan Pulsar. What do you guys call it in America? Like Nissan Primera or something like that? You really need to put like a body kit on them and stuff before they start looking good. Yeah, here's the skid pan area. Cleaning it up. This guy's got his little witch broom. I think these guys were the commentators. They go to quite a few events. They're nice enough. Give me a little peace sign as I'm taking a shot. Look at the fitment. That's wild. I don't know if this thing's on bags or if it's just that's how they've got it. Yeah, this is the Audi fronted like JZX 100. Gazelle Punch, that's it. They were the guys who were running the event up the top there. And you had to buy a little wristband to get up there. It was like 500 yen. So I'm like, oh, okay. You get a cool little wristband out of it. But that's a pretty sick looking car. Got big over fenders on the back. Probably can't open those doors anymore. Yeah, that thing got a lot of attention. It's got it's probably got like a HKS turbo kit under there. The GT86. What are we looking at here? That's a Mark II? Nah, looks like a Chaser. The eyelids got me a little bit confused. Pretty serious looking car though. Yeah, clean Mark X. Mark X never really took off in popularity. I don't know who this girl is. Might be able to tell by the advertisement over here. Does it say anything? It's probably her name there, Mizuki Bank. Maybe it's an ad for a bank or something. She's one of the idols that were promoting it. That's clean, that looks really good. This doesn't get drifted. That is a street car. That is just, it just stays clean. The drift cars are always banged up and look like crap. GTR. It's got some different seats in it. Nice wheels. Yeah, 4-door 34. These are getting rare now too. You really don't see a whole lot of these anymore. Front bumper is like a GTT bumper or just like a GT bumper. Stance Nation, so he's like all about the low life. Oh yeah, Nissan March with like the little, cute little headlight covers. They made a Nismo version of these. Yeah, that's nice. That's probably the best looking car there. I did a nice edit of this photo. It's on my Instagram somewhere. Yeah, and that's the car park. There were like quite a few cool cars just hanging around in the car park too. So I went and checked all them out. What's that? It's a Ford. No, that's like an Accord Euro R. They have like I believe they have a K20 in them. Got the zoomy pipes on the back. letting everyone know he's got a 100, in case you can't tell. Same car. Yeah, that's like a, what is it, Urus kit R34. So Nomiken has his workshop and he sells body kits, and I'm pretty sure that's one of theirs. They always have that sort of style that looks like just a big skirt. That is a early model 300ZX. No, early model 300Z. I really like these. They're very 80s styled and looking. It's got the Targa roof as well, this one. I wouldn't do one like that, but they do look cool. They come in a two-tone, it looks sick. Yeah, and they got like the little pop-up lights. Cool looking car. Big fat GT86 on huge camber. Rocket Bunny style kit. Really nice looking Supra. This was clean. Lots of carbon fibre going on there. And then yeah, just like an overview of more cars. It's like this is behind the grandstand, so this isn't like pits, this is just the grandstand where you walk in and you watch from the main straight. And here we go, here's some actual drifting on the big skid pan. I've got videos of all this, but I deleted them because I'm just doing the photos today. All the videos are on my YouTube anyway. Or at least like edited up. If I had like a better zoomed lens, it would look a bit better. Oh, there's a Sora. They're quite... Don't see a lot of people drifting Soras anymore. And I think, yeah, just more of the cars through the main pit area. These things are hideous. It's called a Verossa. And they did come with a 1J from... No, they came with a 2J. A 2JZ from factory. Absolutely disgusting looking car. But people found a use for them. You know, chuck like a manual gearbox in it and you can start using like, I think JZX 100 suspension components in it and all that. Oh, it's a wagon too. Oh, that's hideous. Yeah, there's another one. Doesn't look too bad in black, because it kind of hides all the lines, but I don't know what they were thinking with that front end. Yeah, you can get a bit closer up here. There's the police car looking one. And then eventually I went down here to take a bunch of more photos. Yeah, getting some good angle here. If you screw up, you go into this like wall of tyres. There's all just tyres in there with like a cover over the top. And I think someone did hit it. But like the goal for these guys is to get the back end as close to it as possible, because it looks the coolest. So some of these guys are getting, like he's still got like a metre and a half.
Kamad said, I had a Skyline in neighbour's driveway in UK.
Oh, nice. Yeah, in the UK they're kind of rare as well. They've got a few grey imports, but I think recently maybe they've been able to get their hands on a few more of them. But initially, like, they were really hard to get, very expensive.
Kamad said, the classic Fast and Furious one.
Yeah, 34.
Kamad said, was hyped.
Yeah, they're cool cars. We got them down here because they changed the import rules and they made it like any car older than 1989. No, it was a 15-year rule. Any car older than 15 years, you could just bring in. But there were also guys bringing in like newer cars than that under a different rule system. It just cost a bit more. So we have like heaps of them down here. Yeah, it's still a bit wet. See the puddles and stuff down there. It did dry up later on in the day though. Yeah, someone's wheels come off. That's not good. You want your wheels to stay on your car. Yeah, pretty... Can't see Mount Fuji that day. It's just like a big cloud bank coming in. It's a nice clean looking one on what, VSKFs. Yeah, that's that crazy looking thing. Like the shark face on it. So it's a JZX90 that they've gone absolutely ballistic on. Oh yeah, the little K truck. He's got like some Watanabe wheels on it. I thought that was pretty cool. Nice looking 90 in the pits. Not the pits. This is just the car park. Yeah, that's that car park down there. I went down and had a look. So it's JZX90 Supra on the straight. Don't know what that is. Could be, oh, what's that fiberglass Lotus that they made hundreds of? It might be one of them. I just don't know. Like Lotus Elan? No. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's one of them. For some reason, there's a whole bunch of them in Japan. Yeah, there you go. That's the one that your neighbor probably had. 34. That looks like a GDR. It's a Supra. It's a WRX with a wide body kit on it. Some cool cars here. Just, you know, go to a track day and you're going to find a ton of sick cars. 32 GDR. It's a JZX90 Chaser. Oh, that's like a Liberty wagon. Subaru Liberty wagon with a big GT wing on the back. Look at the front diffuser. Look how much room he doesn't have before the ground. He's hard under brakes as well, so the whole front's dipping down. That's awesome. GTX 6, RX-7, Altezza with a Beams engine in it probably. Unless he swapped it. Blob Eye WRX, they're cool. I like those. Another RX-7. An Audi. Okay. It's probably like an RS, I don't know, like RS3 wagon. GTR and like another GTR. Yeah, there's that Liberty, or a different one again. Yeah, he's got a smaller wing on it. So a few Liberties there for some reason. TE37s on a Sora. There's another Sora. There are a few Soras here because it was the 1JZ day. And they come factory with the 1J. But not a very popular car anymore. You really don't see a lot of Soras around. That's a Crown, isn't it? Oh no, that's a... Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. That's the JZX 110. That's a Mark II. And they're very bland looking. Like from what they had before to that, like it's a big step down. Visually. The Supra. Pretty rare to find a Supra drifting these days anywhere. Just because they're worth so much. 110. There's another Sora. Sora's a nice looking car. That's not. That's hideous. That's a Barossa. Disgusting looking thing. I like this two-tone look too. Not factory, but he's done a good job of it. There's Barossa again. Yeah, these shots aren't very good. They don't really show any movement because I haven't got the shutter speed right. I just I set it way too fast. Should have slowed it down a bit. But hey, these are just things you learn over time. Gives me a reason to go back, get some revenge photos. I think I might have taken a few too many photos. But I did turn this into an article for the website. It's on my website now. But it was on another one. That was kind of one of the reasons I did this trip. It was just to get content for the website. So I used to work as a car journalist. I'm like, well, I'm going to Japan anyway. Let's get some stuff. Wet Sport. Very expensive wheels. That's a good looking one. Power Vehicles. So these are the guys that will sell you a car at Ebisu Circuit for Drift Matsuri and all that. They sell you the car and then they'll buy it back from you when you're done. So long as you haven't totaled it. It's a pretty good business that they've got up there. But none of that was around, pretty sure early on when I wanted to go to Japan. Like the mid-2000s, that's something that came a bit later. Good idea though, there's another Barossa. Still hideous. Work wheels. Some more shop cars. I think I already took photos of these earlier on. Oh yeah, now I'm at the other end of the track. So this is the fast entry. They come down this straight build-up speed and I flick it into this big, like, 180 degree corner. So it's good. You can really push your car here, and if something goes wrong, like you've got plenty of room to wash off the speed and not hit anything. So long as, you know, someone else in the train behind you doesn't come along and slam into you. There's 14. There's me again. There's me making a really bad selfie. That's with the camera just holding it like that. Another one. Another one. 34. Probably from the track day that was happening on the main track. Or maybe he was from the Gymkhana setup. I saw some cool cars on the way out. Ah, this! Why did I take a photo of this? Because that's Alexi's car. And he gave me a lift back in this because I was waiting at the bus stop. And he saw me waiting and he just pulled over and was like, hey, do you want to lift back to town? So yeah, I jumped at the opportunity. Yeah, it was really nice of him to do that. He's got all his old stickers and stuff on here. Got heaps of them. I'll see if I can recognise any. Secret Drift, I remember them. They were a group from Queensland. It's like Madman, it's like an anime one. Who else is in here? Obviously his one. A lot of these are just going to be from like things I don't know. Liberty Wharf, I mean obviously everyone knows them. Oh, Buronoki? They're a really old drift group. I think they specifically do Skylarks and some other stuff. Anyway, he doesn't have this car anymore, he sold it. He's got a new car now. But that was cool. He was at the event. I didn't see him at the event though. I only saw him on the way back. Was that another 100 Chaser? That's the D1 car. It's a pretty serious bit of kit. This thing looks so good. That's like a really fresh build. So everything on it just looks clean. Yeah, some pretty serious cars out there. That's another one. Oh, well, that was the one from before. But I got footage of... I've seen this exact car before. I saw it in 2000... No! It was on this trip. On this trip, I went to a D1 day in Odaiba. Yeah. Yeah, in Odaiba, and that car was there, competing. So I got more photos of that much later on. Lots of smoke. That's a nice shot. Oh yeah, check out the wheel nuts on this. It's on a 110. And you see what they've done here. So this is so if they go off the track or, you know, something, the bumper just comes off. It doesn't rip off and break. So it's a way to like preserve and protect it. Oh, look, he's just got a screamer pipe coming straight out the bonnet. That's cool. That's just exhaust straight out of the turbo. And that kicks in when when you hit like max boost that you've set, the wastegate opens and then it's just making a crap load of noise out the front of the car. And there were trophies. Quite a few of them. There you go. Early Miku with the leak. Nice looking Mark II. Very clean. And yeah, this is the end of the event. This is me walking back to the front gates. Yeah, it's a long walk. I think I saw a nice RX-7 here too. Like an early RX-7, like what I used to have. These are some good photos. I should edit some of these up. Chuck them on my Instagram. That's nice looking 34. Oh, this guy's turning up. He's probably picking up a buddy or something. What is that? Like a little Starlet, a little K car, maybe like a Daihatsu Mira? Yeah, there you go. There's the RX-7 I was looking for. On the Watanabes. Series 1 as well. It's like the first, very, very first one that they made. They made them up until like 1982. That's about as good as you can make a Verossa look. Still not that good. But hey, points for trying. That's a Crown. They use these as Japanese police cars, like the detectives and stuff get to drive these around. It's a big car. Hachiroku. With, well, he's towed it there and back, which is the way to go, because if you ever have any problems, you can still get out of there. Oh, also, everything's blurry now because it's so dark. I had to drop my shutter speed just so I could get like a half-decent exposure. So anything that moves is going to look a little bit blurry. So this guy's obviously stopped. Yeah, look at this. He's just driving home. Absolutely slammed. Half the lip on the rear's coming off. Look at the camber on it. Doesn't care. Just doesn't... No worries in the world at all. Damn, that is very aggressive wheel fitment. And the bus stop is just here. So I was just waiting here, and then that's where Alexi came and picked me up. Being the nice guy that he is. And then he accused me of farting in his car because I'd been walking around all day and I stunk a little bit. So I told him no, it's just because I'm sweaty and I've been walking around all day. So he opened the windows up and everything was good. That was a good day. That was a long day. I was staying at like, what's that place called? It's sort of like at the bay, at the base of Fuji to the south. I forgot the name of it. Luke was there just the other day. Anyway, that's where I was staying. I could bring it up on a map and quickly check, but lazy. So that was the 9th. What did we do this day? It's more cars. It's all cars. Oh, this is Odaiba. This is what they used to have there. So I don't think you even had to pay for this. You just say, hey, I'd like to go for a ride in this car. You book at the little desk. And they give you a little time thing and say, look, turn up at this time and you can go in. And these guys will drive you up and back, and it's just a cool way to experience cars that you're just not really going to be able to get into. So yeah, there's a DeLorean. There's a 2000 GT. They don't do this anymore. They got rid of it. It was a real shame. Yeah, these are the other cars that you could go in. So some pretty cool stuff here. New NSX, there's a Ferrari up there. Looks like a McLaren right next to it. Yeah, it's MP412C. Mercedes GT. And I don't know what's going on at the back there. There's a bunch of GT86s and ND. Oh, there's a GDR over there. That is the Mazda Le Mans car. Either the 767 or the 787. Four-rotor. The only Japanese car to win Le Mans. Very cool car. And that's behind it is, I believe it's called the Mazda Furai. It's a concept car that they did. No, I don't think that's a Furai, it's a different one. I think the Furai ended up melting down. It caught fire. But that's a cool car. That's in like every racing game ever. Gran Turismo, all of them. Yeah, this thing looks absolutely wild. It's a Le Mans style looking car. There you go, this is the car rental spot again. There's a DeLorean. He didn't hit 88 miles an hour, so we stayed in 2016. There's a 2000 GT. It's Toyota's first real, proper sports car. It's in one of the James Bond movies, but they have a convertible version of it, and they only made 2 of them. They only made 2 of the convertible ones. And one of them, I think they're both still going around. It's a super rare car. Worth megabucks. And there's the first GTR, the Corsica, or KPGC10. They have a really good engine in them. It's a 2-litre straight 6 with triple carbs. I don't know what carb, I don't know if they're Webers or Solixes, but they sound really good. It's one of the best sounding engines out there. And they come in a 4-door as well. They made 4-door GTRs. So they go up there and do a U-turn, then come back, and you've got all the people on the bridge here checking it out. There's a DeLorean. So it looks like those were the 3 cars that were running that day. Oh, and there is Fuji TV building, so it gives you a rough idea of where this is. It's a tough looking car. It's got a face only a mother could love, but it means business, so worth it. The reason I call it Hakosuka, Hako means box, and you can definitely see it, it looks like a very boxy car. So it's a nice little affectionate nickname that they've given it. And all this is all factory. They came like this. Maybe not those wheels, but the rest of it. Yeah, that's a pretty cool shot of the DeLorean. Yeah, this has actually got flip up lights as well. There might be, yeah, they flip up like that. You can see that pivot from the back. A very early, like this thing came out, I think, in the 60s. So it's a very early example of a car with flip up lights. There's that Le Mans looking thing again. Can't really see in too many reflections. Oh, these are cool. This is a Suzuki Hustler. They've done it up to look like an FJ Cruiser. Cute little thing. And there's Suzuki Ignis next to it. But they give this thing like a different name every country it's in. But I've always liked it. I always thought the Ignis was a cool car. But I really like the Hustler. That looks exactly like my car. But it's much cleaner. And it's got rust. It's actually got rust in it, even though it's in a museum. There's a Cosmo, Mazda Cosmo. These things came with like a 1 litre twin rotary engine. Made like 110 horsepower or something like that. Also a really cool car. It's Mazda's first real sports car. It's got like, I like the lines. Look at this, it's like all sort of like windswept, very stylish looking thing. Not very popular outside of Japan though. I think that's an S600, it's a Toyota. Sort of like a little baby version of the 2000 GT. The more affordable one. There's the Celica, it's a liftback one. Probably like a TA, I don't know, TA 22, 23, RA 22, 23. It's a Z10 Sora. We saw one of those at the track day from yesterday's photos. And a 2000 GT race car. So extremely rare, worth insane money. And this was like a concept car that Toyota were playing with, like a modern version of the S600. This has obviously got like full time attack style look to it, and I don't think they ever put it into production. They got close. Would have been a cool little car to have, like a little sporty K car, but they never built it. And all this was at it's called Tokyo Megaweb or Toyota Megaweb, which is no longer there, unfortunately. There's just this huge area where you can just check out all these different cars. And some of them you could just like go in. They had like production models that you could just jump inside and check out. It's a shame they didn't make this. It would have been a cool little car to have. There you go, SFR racing concept. But they would have done like this one over here, which is like the road production model. But yeah, these cars back here, you can just like go in, check them out, see what they're like. It's a bit ugly at the front. I'm not sure about that whole rounded grille section. It almost looks a bit like a Roadster MX-5 Miata from the back, with the ND model. This will be an NSX, I can tell by the wheels. Called it. Not an ugly looking car, but like, these things never really drew people in. There was nothing special about it. It didn't set any records. It was a very complicated drivetrain. They're probably not that fun to drive. They look good, but hey, there's better things you can spend your money on that look much nicer. Yeah, this is just more like an overview. So yeah, it's mostly Toyotas. They had like an upstairs section as well. I think that's a Fortuna. Blacked out one. Everything's matte black on it, that looks really cool. It'd be a nightmare to clean. Oh yeah, GTA 6 cop car. They usually do this, they'll have like a couple like sporty versions of cop cars over there. I think there's like a 370Z that I get photos of later. AMG GT. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, 370Z cop car. The police there and the bikes. JAF, which is like their registration, Japanese Automotive Federation. It's not registration, they're like roadside assistance. Shinagawa. So it's the expensive area that get these, not the cheap areas. Got to keep all those rich people in line. At least it looks a bit better than the usual like Toyota Crowns and stuff. There's Fuji TV again. There's the Gundam. This is not the unicorn one. This is the original one that they had. The RX-78 Gundam. I got a cool photo of this at night as well. They got rid of that, unfortunately. No longer there. And apparently, oh man, my arm's getting to me. I've got to use the other one to start going through these. Yeah, apparently the current unicorn one, that's going to be gone in about a month. They're getting rid of it. So hopefully they got something new. Oh, and they had Oktoberfest because it was October when I was there, the 10th. Although traditionally Oktoberfest is not held in October, it's held the month before, I believe, in September. And that gold thing was a gift to Japan by the French for some reason. They just like decided to give them that. They also gave them the Statue of Liberty. This was like another car event. Alexi was telling me about this when he was giving me a ride back. He's like, it was like some sort of like safety orientated car event. And he was there, but I didn't interrupt him. He was busy filming a video. So they had some stuff here. It wasn't that interesting. Yeah, a little four-wheel drive course. That's an FJ Cruiser. That's what that Hustler thing before was built up to look like. Cool car. Really like them. And they made these until 2014. I believe 2014 and 2012. Yeah, McLaren 540C. So that's the older one. They've replaced these with the 720 series. Oh, the names. Sebastian Buemi, Anthony Davidson, and someone Nakajima. I knew Anthony Davidson because he does a lot of Formula One commentary. And Sebastian Buemi, well, he was a Formula One driver. So it's a Le Mans car for Toyota. Oh yeah, the wheel, like a rubberized wheel, airless wheel. Yeah, some freaky weird looking thing. Interesting event, and yeah, that's it. Now we're back at the start. So that's how I wrap that day up. That would be, what, the 10th? Yep. Next day, the 11th, I pretty much took photos every day, huh? I think it might be like 1 or 2 days where I didn't. But it was pretty good. I went out most days and got photos. I'd love to go back and do it again with like my better camera gear and the knowledge that I have now. So this was a pretty serious looking RX-7, just chilling under some like overpass car park. And they're Enki RPF1s. Yeah, I think they are. But yeah, it's got the big like wing on the back, the downforce, it's got the vents on the front. So cool, the engine bay, it's got a huge wing on the front as well. That's a sick looking RX-7. And you'll just find cars like that parked around the place. So random. Sydney Tower. I don't even know why they put that in there. It's not worth having in there. That thing's tiny. But yeah, this is Skytree. And I went there, I believe it was like a Wednesday or a Thursday. There was hardly anyone there. There were no queues or anything. It was awesome. You go on the weekend though, and it's just chockers. So I was staying down here somewhere. Can't tell. I know there's another smaller river that I was near. There was a little area called Hirai. Hirai. It was down there. Yeah, you can see Tokyo Tower just barely up there. But I didn't go all the way to the top of Skytree. If you pay more, they let you up the top bit. But I'm cheapskate. I just went to the normal bit. I'm like, man, it's high enough. What's an extra like 20, 30 meters? It's not going to make a big difference. It's crazy though. Everything you see there is like at least 3 stories high. Basically to the horizon. Like it really puts into perspective just how densely built up the city is. That'll be Yoyogi Park, that big one in the middle, or that'll be the Presidential Palace. Yeah, I think that's the Presidential Gardens. I ran around that as like a fun run, like a jogging circuit. It's about 4 Ks, and they have these little businesses near there called running stations where you can just rent it, rent a locker, put your stuff in, go for a run, come back, use the showers, and then clean up and go home. Really good idea. So you don't stink up the train on the way home. I think all around here is like I don't know. Can't really tell. It's definitely built up though. Because I know like Shinjuku and all that, that's off on the east side. Shinjuku and Shibuya is all off to the east. That's not that side. Yeah, I think that's the Metropolitan building there. Yeah, it is. And that's the hotel from Lost in Translation. Zoom in a bit, you can see it a bit better. And that's the building you see from Yoyogi Park all the time. So that's Shinjuku all the way over here, which is ages away from Skytree, but you can see it. Yeah, this is like an old painting of like what this area used to look like. I thought this was pretty cool. This is like what Tokyo used to look like ages ago, like 1600s, 1500s. Did they even show like Imperial Gardens for Palace? Yeah, check it out. This was really cool. It's going to be very different now, especially after... Yeah, so there's the Imperial Palace area here. You can see the moat and the walls. A bit different these days. Yeah, just looking straight down, that's that river that everyone sort of walks along near Skytree. The Golden Poo, so that's Asakusa. Yeah, Asahi building. Designed to look like a glass of beer with like all the foam up the top. And that's supposed to be like the head of the foam as well, but yeah, everyone calls it the Golden Poo. I never actually went down here, or where the temples are. So that leaves something to check out next time. I think the temple is like just there. I didn't quite get it in shot. Was it Meiji Temple or whatever it is? Just trying to get my bearings. I don't know what I'm looking at. But there's a big park there. It wasn't a very clear day. Plus the windows are kind of like a bit breezy, and you get all the reflections. But yeah, it's another day climbing a big building and looking at things. What have they got on their roof there? There's a swimming pool. So that's going to be a school. They've got their swimming pool on the roof, just like all the animes. And over here, nothing. You're not really meant to be up there. It looks like they've got a little garden up there or something. That's cool. Got to put that space to use. Well, I'm getting beeped at. What was that for? Hang on, what's this thing saying? I've been on here for 90 minutes. So I'm definitely getting my steps in. How far have I gone? 4.4 kilometers. So I've barely been moving. Yeah, there's, was it that main shrine? Was it Meiji Jingu or whatever it is? So I've seen it, I just didn't get to go to it. Save that for a future trip. That's probably looking to the, maybe to the east, or maybe the northeast. Big bridge. I walked to this place. I walked here from the Airbnb I was staying at, which was like, I don't know, about 5 k's away. And it was down one of the rivers. It wasn't a big river like that, it was a small one that sort of connected to it. It might be this one. Actually, I think it is. So I remember there was a bridge, not that one. Nah, it couldn't have been here. That river's too big. I think I was trying to take a photo of like the area where I was staying at the Airbnb. But I couldn't quite find it. I couldn't get my bearings. There's another park. See if I recognize it. That's more towards the ocean. Oh, that's a big, fairly big park, huh? Go up here, what do we got? There's all just industrial stuff near the bay. And Tokyo's absolutely massive. Yeah, there's that park again. And then over here, this is like all Chiba. So this is kind of the end of that. That's the river that I'm pretty sure goes past Luke's place, where he rides along the side of the bank. He rides his bike down there. So this is all like Edogawa area. So if you're looking like at a map of Tokyo, like that's like the bottom right side of it. Yeah, I think it was this little river here, where I was staying was off of this river. And it was like, yeah, it was here. I walked back this way to get back to the Airbnb. And that's the bridge I crossed over. So my place was like just down behind this building here. I was like just over here somewhere. That's where I was staying. There was a school there and they've torn it down. It's no longer there, but I remember that bridge because it was like next to all these apartment complexes and stuff. Oops. And then if you go down here, there was like a little gym. Yeah, this is the gym that I'd go to. And they yelled at me for taking too long on the machines because the old man wanted to use it instead. And he was kicking up a fuss. So I did find the where I was staying. That's cool. So this little bit down here, that's Hirai. It's like 2 or 3 stations out from Akihabara, heading to the east. And it's really cheap there. If you're ever looking for like a place to stay, like you get cheap hotels down there too. And it's not far from Tokyo. Like you can get into the east side of Tokyo very quickly. Some more big ass buildings. Oh yeah, this is looking down Skytree. And I still wear these shoes. These are Asics GT 9000s. No, GT 3000s. And they're just perfect. I'm wearing a set right now. I've got to buy a new set. But I bought these brand new in Japan. And they were so cheap. They were like 80 Australian dollars over there. And then to buy the same set here was like 220 bucks. So I'm like, man, I am definitely picking up a set of shoes. Oh yeah, and here's like just a stupid door that does absolutely nothing. Awesome. There's the base of it, everyone takes this photo. Big bloody building. And yeah, on the way back. So you can pay normal price, it's usually like 30 bucks, maybe 40 bucks to get here, or you can pay a little bit more and you can go up here. And I just didn't see the point. So I cheap skated and got the easy one. And this, I can't remember where this was. It was some park where there's like a ton of lilies in the water. This was cool though. These are all like sort of long exposure shots. Yeah, there you go. All these like lilies. This is just a big pond. Better exposed. It's me playing around with my camera. And before I knew it, there's just couples making out everywhere in this park. And I felt really out of place. Walking around with my camera strapped to my neck. So I didn't stick around very long. There are all these touts down here, and they're like asking you, oh, do you want a massage, mate? The girls here are good, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, I'm good, dude. They're really persistent. So I bailed from that area pretty quick. I just can't remember where it was. What's that say? Uenohiro Koji. Okay, well that's where it was. Real seedy area. Cool spot for photos though. Oh yeah, and then we're back at the start. So that was a good day. That was on the 11th? Yeah. There was one day where I just spent half the day in the Airbnb. I was just tired. I needed a break. So, but I did go out later on that night because I just got tired of walking around every day. I needed some downtime. Ah, this is cool. This is the Nismo, was it Omori Museum? So this is in Yokohama, on the way to Odaiba pretty much, but you can't get from here to Odaiba. You have, not Odaiba, I always forget the name of it. What's the place where they park all the cars? Anyway, that place. I always forget the name of it. It's like a man-made, give me a sec, I'll figure it out. It's not Odaiba, Odaiba's the one south of Tokyo, this is the Osaka one. Yeah, I can't remember. But it's the one that everyone parks their cars at, and it's a parking area, and a lot of people go there just to check out the cars. It's in the new Forza actually. But yeah, this was worth the trip. They have some really cool stuff in here. And, you know, it's like a Le Mans car just hanging on the wall. It obviously won some stuff, so. Or how about a GT500 R34? Or it might be just JGTC R34. It's a pretty serious car. There's a few of them. You can look behind it, there's a couple others. There's another sick looking one. That's a mean looking car. Really wide. And then they've got like brand new Nismo cars that you can buy. So they've got the March. That, I don't know what that is. It's like a Tita? Yeah, I think it is. I think that's a Tita. And then they got the R35 over there. And then that's a garage where they're fixing up like customer cars. Like dudes with just more money than they know what to do with. They'll just pay Nismo to literally take care of their cars. But this is a cool place to go if you're into cars. LMGT4s. Big fat meaty sidewall on that tyre. Big brakes as well. But yeah, if you're ever into like race cars or Nissan or Nismo, 100% check this place out. It's good for about an hour, maybe an hour or two. 2 hours tops, I reckon. You can get through this in about an hour. But there's other stuff to do in the area. There's the Kirin Brewery. I like this. So the handle to the toilet, that's a camshaft. They really got like a good theme here. And then yeah, you can buy Skyline water. And it's only 100 yen. They really went all in on like the car theme. Even in the toilets, it's like nice. I think that's like the 34. They got all their trophies in the back, like heaps of them. So obviously, got a pretty good history of winning races. It's kind of hard to get good photos though. You can't really angle yourself, and then like these bars get in the way. There's not really that much of a background. But I tried, 35. I think it was like a relatively new race car. Because they started selling these things, I think it was 2007. And then they're still selling them today. It's been going for like 19 years. Yeah, it's not wide enough. You need a bigger body kit on it. There's some posters for the Nismo Festival. I'd like to go to that one day. There's a couple car festivals I'd like to go to. Nismo Festival. There's the Hachiroku Festival. I'd like to go to that. That would be the main one that I want to go to. That's in Okayama, which is like west of Kobe. West of, what else is down there? Like Osaka, Kobe, it's up there. Kind of far from everything, but yeah, I've definitely got an interest in that. There's more pretty photos. This is probably the best angle you can get of it. But yeah, I turned this into an article as well. It's a VR35. Oh no, VR38 DET. That's the GTR engine. Very compact, and the turbos are like integrated into the exhaust manifold housing. So a very expensive car to upgrade. That's like a V8 that they had in probably one of their JGTC cars. There probably were some sort of limitations on what engines you could run. There's a brand new, for the time, brand new Nismo GTR with all the goodies on it. Expensive as hell. Yeah, that's the Tita. I don't even know what that is. It looks like a Tita, but it's not. It's probably like some Japanese-only model that we didn't get. Yeah, Note. Okay, whatever that is. Just a Note. And it's a hybrid. The March is cool though. This is actually a pretty sick-looking car. It's not really a K car. It's a little bit bigger than that. But it'd be fun to have something like that. It's just a little cheap track car. RB26 S2 for your R34 if you've got more money than you know what to do with. All the Nismo goodies on it. Another one. That one looks nicer actually. It's got the V-Spec, I can't remember the name. It's like not Millennium Jade, it's a different type of colour. But the 34s came in that colour. So they've obviously painted it up to match. Yeah, aftermarket parts you can just buy. You can literally just turn up to this place and buy like what you need for your car. Which is pretty sweet. You can buy a wheel if you want. They have like good little souvenir trinkets as well. You get like little keychains and stuff. These are all customer cars getting worked on by dudes who just have insane amounts of cash. And what we've got here, we've got differentials. So it's like an LSD, that's an LSD. That looks like the center for a diff, or the internals of a diff. And these are like axle, actually I don't know what they are. It's got the gear on it. If I had to guess, I'd say they're like axle shafts. Maybe, I don't know. This is confusing me. Maybe this is like what goes into the transfer case. So it's like a strengthened version of that. And then you get like your different clutches here to make it your LC a bit more aggressive. 370, Nismo 370. I drove one of these in Australia. I didn't get to review it, but I did get to go pick it up. And they're a fun car. I don't know why people hate on them. Yeah, here you go. Here's all the little trinkets and stuff you can buy. So like wallets or like keychains and that sort of stuff, gear sticks. This is all the cheap stuff that tourists pick up. Yeah, there's the gear sticks up the top. They probably sell by volume more of that stuff than anything else. Here's more serious stuff. You can just get like, what's that, like a stroker kit down the bottom? Nismo stroker kit, plenum, some nice turbos, and then a whole bunch of other goodies. Oh, you just get like some rods. So you've got more money. These are the presents that you buy. And yeah, fuel caps, they look pretty cool. Or like oil caps, water caps. And of course you exit through the gift shop. $190 for some driving gloves, but they're like proper Nismo ones, so kind of cool. It's expensive though, $190 for a set of gloves. Oh, and this is Moon Eyes. This is also in Yokohama. It's a bit further down. Moon Eyes is like a rat rod shop. They do like Salt Lake high-speed stuff, and they're all into like motorbikes and like the classic cruiser type stuff. And yeah, I was told to check this place out, and they got a really good restaurant right next to it. It's like an American diner. So I went there, got hamburger and like milkshake, and what did I get? I got like a blooming onion. It's pretty good. This is worth a check out as well if you're into cars. It's a bit different, but it's cool to see. And if you're into bikes as well, like American like cruiser bikes. If you're into like sports bikes, probably not the thing. So it's a Mercury Cougar. I don't know what that is. Looks like the it's like an Impala of some sort, but I'm probably wrong. I don't know my American cars that well. I'm gonna have to stop this. My legs are getting really tired. But let's see how far I've walked. We have done, yeah, 5 kilometers. I think I've earned a break. Stop. Shit, been walking for like nearly 2 hours. Oh man. I think this is like a Ford Meteor, if I remember. And of course a Combi. Combi's clean, that looks really good. Better exposure, yeah, a little dune buggy. Got the Moon wheels, that's like their signature thing. They sell these dished wheels. They're like salt, flat, high speed type deals. It's like good for the aerodynamics. And you can see the cafe over there. They have inside seating too. Go with Moon, yeah, that's their slogan. They got heaps of merch. They got all this clothing and stuff, and then they've got all these accessories. This is the bike section. So like custom painted tanks, bars. I don't know if it's their stuff or if it's like reproduction or they just like rebranded as their own. You can buy an $80 clock. I don't even know what this is. Chromed like engine covers and clutch covers for the bike. They've got a lot of stuff. I don't know what bike it's for. Probably something with a decent sized engine in it. There's a Slick. Be mad to chuck that on your bike. Yeah, a bunch of bikes that they've got. I don't even know what these are. I couldn't tell you. Oh yeah, this is the door to the back. That's a good looking bike. That's got to be like a Harley or something, or an Indian. Does it say? Custom Cycle Shop. Looks air cooled, but I still have no idea what this thing is. It's very clean. Even the chain's clean. What is this? That's like a brake bias valve or something that they've got on the back. Oh no, that's is that like for the? Yeah, that's like for the brake. That's like a brake booster, I think. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what bike this is. I got no idea. It's too modified. I can tell you what that is because it's written on the side. It's Kawasaki. It's got a lot of rake on it. Look at the angle of that. Oh yeah, this Hilux is crazy. It's got double wheels on the back. So that's not factory. They've added all that. It's a long wheelbase one too. They've got two of these now. This is back when I was there. I saw someone who went there recently, and now they've got they've built a second one. They obviously use it. They probably use it as like a work car just to deliver stuff. And yeah, it's all American stuff, man. Like Challenger, Hummer. It's a H3. This is out the back, and then they've got their little workshop over here, which is sick. There's some closer photos of that in a minute. It's all like fully Americanized. Just looks like a workshop from like the 60s. Yeah, check it out. It's like hot rod stuff everywhere. No idea what this is. Probably like a model. Like, what is it? A Ford Coupe with like a flathead V8 in it. Got their sandblaster back there. Engine lift. Supercharger. Flathead rocker covers. Yeah, all their like high-speed stuff, Bonneville, etc. These guys are right into it. They've got their own tire changing machine. Sweet. Don't know what this is. Couldn't tell you what that is. Welding stuff. Got the gas bottles at the back. Yeah, they got like a cyclical. I think it's a Camaro. Could be. Oh, what's the other one? Got a nice looking bike. Blinged up. Yeah, they've even gone to the effort of getting like an old school refrigerator for this place. Complete with like old school stickers and shit. Like, really cool attention to detail. Yeah, Z28 Camaro. Like drag style build. Got big fat slicks on the back. Skinnies on the front. And like in Japan, they don't really have drag strips. They've got one place. It's a circuit. And it's not really flat. It kind of dips down and goes up. So that's as good as they got. And I think they can only run it like one day a year. They don't really use it that often for drag strips. What else they got? Yeah, all their tools, lots of helmets. Don't know what this is. I think this is like a welding state. No, it wouldn't be. It's not flat. They obviously got RC cars. Probably got a fax machine hidden in there somewhere too. Go-kart on the roof. A lot of this is still very much the same. I haven't changed a whole lot. And I don't know where this is. Oh, this is the festival. This was like some Yokohama. I can't remember what it was called. I wrote it down on my YouTube. It's a festival that they have in Yokohama. It's like Urashiki or something like that. It was a really big one, actually. They had to bring in the police to manage traffic and all that. They got these cool floats, and they got this, like, you can see behind it, like this, like, I don't even know what you'd call it, like a pagoda that they carry. This was sick. So I got lots of video and photos of this. And some of the videos are already in my BRB scene. But yeah, everyone's got like different uniforms, so different people turn up, and they all sort of group together and do their thing. They've got their own different songs and chants and different like pagodas and things like, I don't even know what you'd call them. Those things that they carry around. There's a word for them. Yeah, like these lit up floats. This is sick. I wanted to do at least one cultural thing while I was there. So I went ahead and did this. I'm glad I went. I did a lot that day. I think I went to the beer brewery in the morning, so Kirin Brewery in Yokohama. Then I walked down to... Oh, this is a different day. But yeah, then I did the not Moon Eyes. I did the Nismo place. And then I went from that to Moon Eyes, and then I did this in the evening. So I got like 4 big things done that day. And at the brewery, when you finish the tour, they give you 30 minutes to smash down like 3 pints of beer. I got through like 2.5. Because I mistakenly chose a stout for the last one. I got halfway through it and I'm like, yeah, that's enough, man. I'm good. Yeah, I've got a nice edit of this photo. And I didn't just stay in this one bit, I moved up further on later on. Found a better spot to go. And they shut down like this whole town just for this. They must keep these little shrine things. Oh, and they had these like little octopus thingies. And they'd like spin it and like do their little thing like up and down. And there's a funny clip, there's these little kids and one of them's got it and then another one just like snatches it out of his hands because he's like jealous and wants to go. I got that on video as well. I think that's in my BRB scenes too. So these guys have like a real black and white theme going on. I kind of like it, that's cool. It's all got their different style. That's a good shot. I could edit that into something nice. Yeah, and they walk down like the main shopping street and it gets very narrow. So another group, like this is the brown group. Got their thing there. It's a close look at it, very detailed. Like obviously handmade. Would take forever to build this. It's like Japanese Lego. And I don't know how they light it up. It must be like LEDs, because there's no way they're going to use fire to do that. You know, the thing's surrounded by tissue paper. You should be asking for trouble. There's another nice looking one. Yeah, and they got the police just to help like manage traffic and direct people, and they had a lot of police near the train station because obviously it was kind of dangerous having that many people there in the trains. So they made sure that the crossings were always clear. Yeah, and this is like down the main street here. So they all sort of funneled through here. And they'd go up and they'd stop and then they'd be there for a little bit and they're like chanting and they got their music going the whole time and then they'd go up another 100 meters and keep going. And they sort of just work their way towards a shrine, I guess. I don't think I made it to the shrine. I didn't realise that I should follow them. It was probably a good idea to do that. But yeah, this was a really cool festival to go to. And they had like all the little food things, all the usual stuff like the dango and... what else do they do? Like the chocolate bananas and all that sort of stuff. That, you know, they're just default at every festival. Oh, they got a rainbow looking one. That guy's had enough. He's just like, I just want to go home, guys. I'm done. He's put in a full day of work, dragged the kids out to the festival.
Oh yeah, mate. What's that thing, Ziri?
Hey, you're still there. There you go, man. Yeah, I'm just showing this festival that I went to in Yokohama. It was cool. I wanted to do at least one cultural thing while I was in Japan, and I think this was it. And they got all these like cool little like shrine things that they bring along. Looks like it's not a wheelbarrow, so they're cheating. Usually you have to like carry it. I got a nice edit of this photo too. It's in my BRB. No, it's in my starting soon screen. Yeah, it was busy. Just look how many people were there. This was absolutely chockers. And there weren't many Westerners there. There was mostly Japanese people. But then again, this whole trip was kind of like that. There weren't many, like, tourists. All the tourists kind of just stick around the main bits. And yeah, now we're back at the start. What do we have on the next day? So the 13th. Oh, 14th. Okay, so the 13th was the day that I just basically took off. This is the brewery. Okay, so I did this another day. Yeah, this is the Kirin Brewery in Yokohama. And it's a cool tour. It's free. You just turn up, do the tour, and they give you 3 beers at the end of it. But you have to drink them there at the premise. And you definitely leave with a good buzz. They had like this projected 3D overlay on all this stuff as well that they do throughout the tour. But the whole thing is in Japanese. So I think they give you like headphones and you can listen to it in English. This is where they test and create new variations. And there's one of my free beers. Oh, they give you nuts too? Nice. And this is why I like Kirin, because Kirin make the best beer. I haven't tried any of the others. And this is just Yokohama. I went to the noodle museum, the ramen noodle museum. I didn't really spend much time down here. This is just out the front of it. It's Cosmo World. And it's a very long exposure shot. There's a slightly more normal one. Yeah, that's looking out the other side. The noodle place is right behind me. That's, I can't remember the name of this, like Landmark Tower. It was the tallest building in Japan until it was not. It's just some building. Well, we've seen this on stream enough times. Yeah, that's a better shot. Yeah, I didn't really get to spend much time in Yokohama down there. I just didn't really know what to check out. What's on the 15th? Don't know what this is. I think this is when I went to Shibuya. Yeah, this is like the top end of Shibuya. I was just hanging around there. I think I was meeting up with a friend that day. That's also one of the reasons I went on this holiday, because I knew he'd be there. I'm like, hey dude, let's catch up in Tokyo. But he sort of started off more towards the west side. Like, worked his way from like Kobe.
That place where Keiho lives.
Yeah, she's a local here. There was like I was trying to get a shot of the moon. It looked huge to my eye, but I just couldn't get it on camera. Need like a better lens. It zoomed in, but it just wasn't enough light. You can see it's all blurry because I had the shutter speed too long. But yeah, it was a full moon. They were getting prepped for Halloween. This is the corner where all the lowriders come around. That's sort of like up the right-hand side of Shibuya when you leave the station, the main one near the crossing. Yeah, the lowrider guys will come around this corner and they'll come down here.
They said there are 2 kinds of PPL but no Keiho Shibuya. You know who you are.
Let's be honest, everyone's looked. Curiosity gets the better of everyone. So this is that alleyway, Nombai Yokozo, or what's... Yeah, I think it's Nombai Yokozo, or Nombai... whatever the word for alley is. And there's all the little bars down the side here. And then back this way, behind it, is where they've built this new park. But this was before they did it. They hadn't even started yet.
I like that shot.
Yeah, some of these turned out pretty good. It's very dark. But yeah, there's all the little bars along the side here. It's a bit like... Oh, I always forget the name of it. Yeah, and I'm not going to be able to remember it. There's a spot where there's just like heaps and heaps of tiny little bars in Shinjuku. It's similar to that, but much smaller. It's a real touristy area. Yeah, this is nice. I like this shot. There's actually 2 of these little alleys. There's one next to it. So it's still too early. They're all just getting ready and set up. I got a really cool edit of this photo too, actually. Yeah, there's a Supra. So this is in Shibuya. It's a pretty wild looking Supra. I think that's like an AB Flug kit. That's like a pretty expensive body kit. Yeah, so I'm in front of the 109 building. There's a little set of stairs you can climb up here. And you can just sort of chill out there. And if you zoom in all the way here...
Beauty Place said, I've seen the car.
Yeah, it's probably still around the place, man. Yeah, this is the main intersection here. This is the big crossing where everyone goes. Better exposure. I just needed to take a break, so I just went up here. I needed to get away from people. It's just, look at the street, man. You're just dodging people everywhere. There's just so many of them. Let's zoom in a bit. So look at the makeup of it now. There's not many tourists. Oh, this guy's pogging out. Oh my god, look at that, it's Tokyo! This guy's not impressed.
Place said, can't do that.
It's very different now. You take a shot like this now, it's like half foreigners, half tourists, and then a half Japanese. So different now. But back then it wasn't so bad. There just weren't that many people. It was a lot easier. I mean, it was still a lot of people, but not a lot of tourists. It's way busier now.
Beauty Place said, that's why I'm staying off the beaten path.
Yeah, you're much better off gone and just doing your own thing. That's pretty much what I did. I just did car stuff. Because that's one of the main reasons I did the holiday. Oh, yeah, vertical shot. Oh, one of these buildings is gone now. There's like, I think, no, it's not here. It's further over to the right. But there's a building that had like a soccer court on the roof, and they got rid of it. A soccer pitch on the roof. They tore the whole building down and did something else with it. Yeah, see, they were getting ready for Halloween. Had like a little DJ down there. I was just off to the right where I was up the top there. So let's have a look. It's 6 till 9. It'll be on, oh no, it's that day. The 15th, when I was there. So I went to Shibuya on a Saturday, okay. Oh no, they got a whole bunch of shit going on inside the building. Okay. That's in 109, but I didn't go there.
Place said, this damn sport, it's everywhere. I want it gone. Tear down the building.
Soccer?
The whole building, sir.
No, it was so cool, man. And there's just like a ton of bikes. And they have some cool bike brands over there.
All of it, purge the virus.
Nah, soccer's cool, man. I'll see if I can find you the photo. I'm pretty sure it's from this night. That's, yeah, that's like, this is in Forza. You come under this and head up towards the main intersection. This is on the other side of it. I was just walking around exploring the place. But you'll probably see it. It's like probably this building here, or one of these ones, or might be this one. It's one of them.
Beauty Place said, if TTS were faster, the joke would have been more funny.
Yeah, I can speed it up, but I tried to keep it at a speed where it's just easy to comprehend. And yeah, then we're back at the start. So that was one of the nights I was in Shibuya, but I'm pretty sure I went back, because I've got some photos with my friend.
Danny said, are you in one of the World Cup cities?
I'm definitely not. Where did I go this day? Ah, okay. I went to some shrines. I did more cultural stuff.
Place said, heckin' no.
This was cool. This was a shrine that like hardly anyone goes to. It was just nice. So I checked this one out. I think this was kind of close to where I was staying. I was like, yeah, I went up here to get taiyaki. There was a really highly rated taiyaki place, and I found it, but they were shut. So I had to find something else to do. So I did this. Went to this cool shrine.
Said, I stay far away from more cities, like plague.
Yeah, a couple tourists here, but it was, you know, nothing like the ones in Asakusa. This is like way more chill, quiet vibes. Got the stereotypical shot that you can get. The Kyoto gates, pretty much, but they're not in Kyoto. Inari gates, I believe they're called.
Beauty Place said, I'll drive 100 more miles to bypass a city.
And in photos, people edit these so they're like a really deep red, but they're actually more of an orange when you see them in person.
Beauty Place said,
you get a variation
one is me.
of colours. But people will go for this colour and they'll edit them all to look like that, but a lot of them they're more like this. It's more like an orange because of the paint that they use. Or maybe it just gets bleached by the sun and they're the older ones. Hard to tell. This was nice. I did the whole thing where you do your, wash your hands, clean your mouth, all that sort of stuff. I didn't do the bowing and like ringing the thing because I didn't know how to do it, and I wasn't going to Google it. Yeah, you do it up there. Throw your money in and make your wish or pray. There's a cool looking statue. It could be cleaned up a bit. This is where you throw money to the priests and get your mikuji and tie it up if it's bad luck. This is me testing out bokeh. and I missed focus. I think I did that on purpose. This was a nice little temple to go to though. They had a really nice garden. You can sort of see it, yeah, all this. Imagine this in when it's all autumn, or in spring when it's all in bloom. It would look really nice. But I was there in August, so nope, all the leaves had not changed colour yet. Everything was still too green. Yeah, I need a wider lens if you want a shot like this. This was at 18mm, wasn't wide enough. Oh, that's way off. But it was cool because it was so quiet. You could just take your time and get the photos that you wanted. And then, yeah, for some reason...
How hard is it to stack mixed focus pics?
Well, you need a tripod. And so long as you've got them on a tripod, it's very easy. Like, there's stuff in Photoshop that'll just do it. Or some cameras can just do it internally. But usually, Photoshop will automatically align the photos. You just bring them into layers, and there's a way to do it. There's like 1,000 tutorials on how to do it. But yeah, I thought it was funny, all these little, I don't know what they are, like foxes or wolves. They all had these little napkins around their necks. There's got to be a reason for it. That's a better shot. That's more Instagrammable.
Play said, I keep meaning to look it up and never remember.
Yeah, there's a way to do it. I mean, I can probably open Photoshop. Do I have Photoshop in here? I do. Watch this, it's going to crash the laptop now. Because I haven't opened this in a long time. Resources are probably like fully maxed out. I'll see if I can quickly find it. It's just in one of like the edit things in the top. I hope I haven't got anything sus in this. We'll find out. Yeah, look, it's taken its time. I'm so used to my other computer, it's way quicker than this. The early versions of Photoshop used to open quickly. Alright, we'll just do a new one. I'll see if I can quickly find it. I don't have any photos to stack. Yeah, just new. Do that. Yeah, I think I just gotta wait for it. Oh man, it's slow. Yeah, that size, whatever, that works. Do the thing. It's just loading one by one. Oh, that's so bad. Alright, so I think it's layer. And then it's like... No, it won't be a layer. Maybe a line. I've got to make...
said, chugga chugga chugga.
Make a couple layers. There we go. Layer. Arrange. No, that's to move them around. Fill layer, layer style. Maybe it's an image. Adjustments. No, this is to change all the colors and stuff. There's a way to do it, man. There's like an automatic stack thing in here. Adjustments. None of them. Edit, maybe under like transform. Is that edit? Transform. Auto align layers, that's what you're looking for. That just looks at each layer and puts them all together. And then you go through them one by one. But yeah, that's it right there, auto align layers. Not in here. Should I save this masterpiece? No. No, I shouldn't. So more of the shrine. These gates sort of just like lead up and then come out here, and they sort of go around the back a bit. Yeah, that's a nice shot. I think I did an edit of this too. Oh yeah, and then in the car park they just had this like ratted out Volkswagen. Like look at it, it's just like literally rusting to pieces. Paint's fallen off of it. Probably belongs to like, I don't know, maybe one of the priests or something. Where are we now? Oh, okay, so this day, I'm pretty sure I walked home from wherever I was, and it took me like, oh man, it took like at least 3 hours to get to the Airbnb. I basically walked from like northwest Tokyo all the way over past Asakusa. My legs were killing me by the end. That's a cool photo. Am I in Ginza? Nah, that's just some cool building. Oh, this is Ginza. Yeah. Oh, okay, so maybe I'm thinking of another day. I was walking through Ginza. They have some really cool architecture in Ginza. Like the buildings just look really cool. But it was kind of hard to capture. I needed a wider lens and I just didn't have it. Yeah, it's kind of a crazy looking car. What's in the background? That looks like a Ferrari or something. Hard to tell. I'm pretty sure it's like a white Ferrari. And then that is a Maserati.
Beauty Place said, here's a good one for you.
There's another sick looking building. But yeah, Ginza is really cool just for the architecture. This is a really cool looking building as well. And there's a way you can get up and look down at this intersection. And I think it's from
Beauty
this
Place
building.
said, tell me if this is a generative site. XX title by web admin.
Sounds sus. XX title by web admin. It doesn't sound like a person did that. Or maybe they did and they were just lazy. Hey, it's Godzilla. I found him.
Beauty Place said, well, it's a long-ass title.
So what's this? Parsicon Slot. So this is something to do with
Beauty
computers.
Place said,
No,
the
no.
author is totally sus.
Pachi Soko. I have no idea what mate. Oh, it's Pachinko. Pachinko slot. Okay, that's what they're advertising. Of course it would be gambling. Another cool building. Oh, this is out the front of the Imperial Palace. That's the moat. You've got Tokyo Station down here behind all these buildings, and then that's the palace over there. Bit of a better one. Yeah, it looks a lot nicer at night. Actually get some RTX reflections going on. Oh, this is the near the Yasukuni War Memorial. This is like the really like controversial one that people crack the shits about. Yeah, I think I walked. No, I didn't walk home this day. It was another day. But yeah, I checked out this shrine, and then I came back another day, and they've got like a whole like war museum in there. And they go through all the wars that Japan's been involved in. They went to war with Russia. That's sort of how they got Hokkaido. And yeah, Russia sent all their ships all the way around the world. By the time they got there, like there's basically no point. Yeah, this is like a stage. I've got a video of people doing something here. That's the actual museum. You go in here, and there's a Zero fighter, like right in the lobby, and there's like a train as well. You could spend an entire day in there. It's really fascinating. And we're back at the temple. So I think the next day I actually went there. So I should have photos of that. So that's the 18th. Yeah, man, I was there for a while, from the 4th, or actually the 3rd, because I should have got there a day earlier, but they stuffed me up, till the 23rd. So it's like 3 whole weeks. The 19th. Oh no, this is a totally different thing that I did. I can't remember the name of this. Mount Takal? Yeah, this is Mount Takal. It's a day trip, and you basically get like a train, and you get on it for like an hour and a half or an hour 20 or something like that. It took a long time to get there. And then there's like a hiking path that you can take up this mountain, but there's also cable cars that take you up and down it. And I was lazy. I got the cable car down, but I did walk up. And yeah, I was stuffed by the end of that walk. That's why I got the thing down. Plus I got off at the wrong train stop on the way up there. But yeah, this is the start of the hiking path here. And if you go left, that's where the cable cars are. It's nice though. I would recommend you walk it if you can. Otherwise, get the cable car. Yeah, and they got these things, and you can spin the wheel. I think that you touch that for good luck, and then you spin the wheel, and it's just like a stone wheel that spins. It's like some Indiana Jones stuff. But look how steep this is. Such a steep path. And then, yeah, it takes a while to get up there. They got heaps of these little shrines dotted the whole way up. Like, yeah, that gives you a good indication of how steep it is. Just goes up and up and up. Weren't many steps though, like steps. It was just like smooth. If it's wet, yeah, don't walk it. It'd be very slippery. This is actually right near the start. It's sort of, this doubles back and then that's back to the starting bit. So I wasn't even that far in by this point. So a bit more. Oh, and then there's a really cool shrine at the top. And if you go there in the afternoon or at night, they've got all these lanterns that they light up on the way to the shrine, which is really cool. Can't see shit. It's just so foggy. So there's some civilization down there. I have no idea. I think that's part of Tokyo. Some sort of like big tower down here. It's like a water tower. But yeah, it was kind of hazy and I couldn't really see that far out. Yeah, there's the cable car. It's on like a track. Yeah, and they sell these like little cheese tarts up the top. It was 180 yen. It didn't taste that good. It was pretty average. But I was hungry, so I figured, hey, why not? More haziness, you can't really see anything. Good day though, because it wasn't that hot. It was nice and cool. So this is on the way to the shrine that's up the top. Yes, all these, at night they light these up. They all get lit up with like little candle lights. And it looks really cool on the way to the shrine. You get some really sick photos here if you stick around at night. And apparently, I don't know, you can go through that and it like cleans your spirit or whatever. Yeah, there's some more of that sort of path to the shrine. This is definitely worth a day trip if you're ever in Tokyo. There's the shrine itself. You've got the lightning god and the wind god. I think it's Fujin and Raijin. So here's the wind one, here's the lightning guy, he's holding a lightning bolt. It's just Zeus, you know, like copy my homework but change it up a bit, mate. There they are. They're relatively new as well. These didn't look that weathered and aged like some of the other stuff around there. So Mikuji, get your... I never even did that. I never got like my, like my fortune. Oh, this looks cool. It's kind of gold. Some blinged up dude. I have no idea what that is. Does look cool though. More bling. Zoom in a bit. Looks like a bunch of dragons. And then what are these? I have no idea what they look like. Beads or something? Like bells maybe? Maybe, yeah, they're probably like little bells. And then yeah, you can go up even higher to the top level of the shrine. These are probably like wishes and things that people buy and attach to it. So they have their little messages on the back. They write them in. See if I can find one in English. That one, maybe, but I can't read it. Some pretty detailed wishes up here. Well, here we go. Maybe I can read this. Nut. Need more resolution. Yeah, I think these will probably look like 500 yen, maybe 1,000 yen. A little wood block that you can write a wish on. There's all the bad fortunes that people have tied up to get burned. And yeah, this is the absolute peak of it.
Beautifully said. There's a Futurama joke in there.
Oh yeah. There's where they burn the incense so that you can purify yourself. They didn't really have any people here. I got to the top and it was kind of closed. It was just like a quiet day. It was nice though. I pretty much had the whole place to myself. I think they're Buddhas, maybe. I'm not cultured enough to know. Really nice shrine though, because it's just at the top of this mountain. I'm sure it gets busy now. I've seen videos of Mount Takal now, and it's just full of people. And yeah, you can go up even higher. Nice big red gate. More of the lightning and wind god. Fujin and Raijin. Small little shrine bits. It's been here for a while. You can tell, like, look how weathered this is. It's got moss and stuff growing all over it. Maybe maybe the priests or whatever, they're just lazy. They can't be stuff cleaning it and keeping it looking nice. They can't be bothered climbing up there every single day. I think that's like their residence. That's where they live. It's a pretty nice place, though. I wonder how the internet is. Oh yeah, and then just for some reason, there's like Thomas the Tank Engine, like randomly here in some cafe. And then yeah, you could zoom in and see like a freeway interchange, like big tunnels and stuff. And like that's the closest I got to like any of the freeways, really, because yeah, I just basically use trains the whole time. And I would say if you go to Japan, it's more fun to sort of use the trains because normally day to day, like you just use a car for everything, right? So mixes it up a bit different. And yeah, there's the cart on the way down. Oh yeah, it's like a little James Bond tuxedo guy. Obviously telling you don't go in here. Oh, it says it's dangerous to stand here. That's like standing person or something like that. And this was at the War Shrine Museum place. They were doing something. I don't know what they were doing. Well, I got video of this. It's in my BRB screen. And yeah, just the BRB screen. So doing something, some cool dog, people leaving water behind for some reason. There's a horse, probably a war horse of some sort. More stuff. There are always bottles of water. This is like to people who died in some ship. That looks like a World War, like pre-World War II ship. Hard to say. Doesn't look World War II era. But yeah, some ship went down and that's for the guys that were on board. Some dude. Do we get to see who this guy is? He doesn't even look Japanese. He looks like he's Finnish or something. Oh, here we go. Zoom in enough. I can see it over here. Oh, his name is what? Radha Binspal. So he's probably like Indian or Sri Lankan or something like that. Yeah, I reckon Indian. So they got him there for something. This is for the victims of like the women and children that died during wars, like a shrine for them. And these are just some like effects that they had from like some of the earlier wars. Like what's that? Like a horseshoe. And this is all on the outside. They've got the actual museum on the inside, and the inside is really fascinating. Hey, there's a reflection of a dude there. Looks like me. Oh, maybe Japan was involved in some other war in like Laos or Thailand or something? Or Cambodia maybe? I don't know. There you go, that's a Zero. Mitsubishi Zero. That's got the two-seater one in this. This is like a bomber, that's not really a fighter. But these are like rare planes, like they didn't have many left over at the end of the war, so I wanted to see one in person. They made like 2 versions of it. They improved each time, you know, like iterative improvements on it. Big radial engine. Air-cooled, by the looks of it. Oh yeah, I was trying to find the guns. That's like the gun there. Or the barrel of it anyway. Maybe that was... No, I don't think that was a fighter, because it's got the second seat in the back. Yeah, there's the stats for it if you want to check. Plane nerds. So that's horsepower. So 940 horsepower. And then later on, they had one with like, what, 1,130 horsepower. The different engine types. So Model 21, Model 52. And what was the distance it had? Range, 3,000 k's. This one couldn't go as fast. That's the fighter. Service ceiling. This one could go higher though, which is interesting. Oh, this is actually heavier. Maybe that was the bomber. Maybe that's why. There you go. Type 0, carrier based. Would highly recommend checking this out if you're into this sort of stuff. I just took this so I could read it later. I checked it all out years ago. I'll show you the guns. It's got a 20 mil gun. There's one of the guns that goes into the wing. Oh yeah, this is like this is a howitzer that they captured and they just like have on display. So you can see all the rifling down the barrel. It's so high, I'm just like holding the camera like that, checking it, do it again, check it, until I got the right shot. Kept deleting the old ones. But yeah, they show off like a howitzer that they captured for some reason. I don't think they destroyed it, I think it's functional too. Because it still has all the rifling in there. And then, like, that breech will still shut. So, you can probably load this thing up and still fire it. It had, like, damage on the rails. I don't think I took a photo of it.
Intense_7 said, TPOSM just rated it with 13
Oh, shit! It's my hot gay dad. How you guys doing? We were just looking at the War Museum in Tokyo. They got some really interesting stuff in there. Like an American howitzer that they captured. Actually, there's two of them. There's one over there too.
TPOSM said, hot gay son.
Yeah, man, welcome in. I was walking on the treadmill before. I've taken a break because my legs were getting pretty tired. Been going for a bit. It's Coffee! Was he in your stream? I haven't seen what he's been up to. I haven't popped into one of your streams for a while. I haven't seen Coffee for a bit. In a hot minute.
Toddle said, it's called suitcasing.
And I know what that is. I'm just going through my photos.
TPOSM said, called Steam today.
Oh, sweet.
TPOSM said, it was amazing.
Yeah, I'm just going through my photos from my 2016 trip. They're taking a while to get through. So this is, yeah, it was October 2016 when I went. I was there for 3 weeks. Oh, we got like more museum stuff. I don't know why I broke this into 2 days. I've probably got them in the wrong folders.
Beautifully said, AWWWW sheets. WECLOMRADIERS.
Yeah, I should probably tell you guys what I do. Usually I'll do like bike streams. I'll ride my bike and I've got like chest mount and I ride around town and go to the other towns around here. And it's just like a fitness thing. And I've got TTS going so I can just sort of hear what's going on. But because it's cold at the moment and the weather's crap and winter's coming, yeah, I've set up the treadmill setup. So I can do like reactions on YouTube while I'm on the treadmill. Or I can just, today we're just checking out old photos that I took while I was on my holiday to Japan. So you can see this thing's seen some action, man. It's taken a few hits here and there. But they're probably from Japanese bullets as well, since they captured this from the Americans. And it was probably abandoned and they just took it. They're like, yep, this is ours now. Yoink. There you go. That's the guy she tells you not to worry about, and then that's you over there.
Beautifully said, winter, crazy person, it's summertime.
They're not down here, man. We're freezing our asses off. It was like 14 degrees today, and like raining and overcast, so yeah, just sort of trapped inside. Oh, maybe that's like a... Did they say where it's from? Yeah, Okinawa. Imperial era. Alright. So that's like one of their cannons. But the other one was... Yeah, there you go. Howitzer.
Beautifully said, 14C is freezing.
Hey man, you ride a bike 14 degrees with a bit of moisture in the air, you don't want to go outside.
Person.
Yeah, it's much better to just be inside.
TPOSM said, Coffee is very attractive.
He is. I touch myself to that man. I can't help it. Right, so this is the train from the, what is it, Thai-Burma Railroad. So, probably a controversial train, probably a controversial thing that Japan did. But, they proudly display it in their museum, but I still wanted to check it out. There it is.
Said, man, I begin sweating at 14C at rest.
For real? That's like cold as fuck. Anyway, yeah, the museum is like you go up here and you pay and you go in, and it's pretty interesting. It's definitely worth checking out. You can spend an entire day in there just reading and like learning about the history of all the conflicts that Japan's been involved in. And there's a few.
Beautifully said. Desert dwellers.
So they brought this whole steam train home with them. Got the sick flags on there.
Cool AF train.
It is. It wasn't used for good things, but it is a cool train. Yeah, there's the Zero. I'd love to see one of these flying one day, man.
Is that the museum that Nomad goes to?
Nah, this is the one that's like northwest of the palace. It's the one where like the people crack the shits when the Prime Minister goes there. Yasukuni Ginger. Yasukuni, I think it is. It's that one. And then where am I now? I have no idea where this is. I probably walked home that day. This might be Shibuya again.
Said, Yasukuni
yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool down there. Like, even just the walk down there, they've got like a really big, wide parade with all the statues and the nice trees. Like, if you can, you know, not worry about all the controversial shit, it's just a nice place to check out. So I don't know where I am. I've got no idea where this is, but I'm pretty sure that night I walked home from that place, and it took me like 3 hours. My legs were killing me by then. Hey, look, it's Sam! On a much cooler version of Spaghetti. This dude's all decked out, check him out. He's got the sissy bar on the back, he's wearing all the gear. He's got the extended forks. That's a pretty sick looking bike, actually. It's a V-twin. It's got saddlebags on the side. What a legend. He's got the monkey bars up the top there, the ape hangers. It's a bit of a blurry shot because it was kind of dark. Oh, that was like a Lambo or something yeah, that's a Lamborghini that I tried to get a shot of, but I was too slow to get it like a nice smooth one. There he goes. Oh, this is when I went to the what is it? The onsen that they used to have in Odaiba.
Cooler version of the Spages. You take that back.
Yeah, Spaghetti is pretty sick. Yeah, this was the night that I went to the onsen that they used to have in Odaiba. And they got rid of it, like, for no reason. You know, they moved it to some new place, and they tore it down, and now it's not just there anymore. And it's like, it was such a cool tourist exhibit. You go there, you clean up, you get your dick out with the boys.
Said, imagine the pro photographer getting a shot in focus.
I know. I wasn't a pro photographer. This is like, I'd only just had my camera for about 2 weeks, and I was learning how to use it on the trip. There's the RX-78 Gundam, the clearly superior Gundam, not the that lame-ass unicorn one. I heard they're getting rid of the unicorn one. I heard it's only going to be there for like another, I don't know, like another month or so. I like this one. This one was cool. Tried to get a shot with the moon in the background. Can't really see it. It's kind of, you need a better lens for that. I did get a cool shot at the front. Oh no, and then we're done. I did edit up a really cool shot of it from the front.
Pro titles are retroactive.
Pro titles? No, they're not. You've got to earn that title. Although I have done paid photographer work, so technically you could say I'm a pro photographer. Alright, yeah, okay, so this is when I went to Shibuya and caught up with my mate. He got like food poisoning, so it took him a while for me and him to catch up. But right here, I think, yeah, facing that way, like he...
Beautyplay said, just bit the inside of my lip GDMF sob ASVERANKSERFJHASDKF.
Damn, yeah, TTS has gone a bit ham there. Yeah, my friend, he went to Japan in like 2006. And we got a photo of him in the exact same spot from... Like, we recreated a photo that he did in 2006, and then we did it again in 2016. Yeah, he was working for Nova. And then they went bankrupt. That's why he came home. And when he came back, he was talking like an American.
Said, TTS captured my pain accurately.
He was using like the hard R and stuff for all his words. And like he would talk shit about people when they'd be like within earshot, and he'd just do it in English because that's what he was used to doing. Like, dude, you can't do that. They can hear you. So I was trying to get look at the intersection here. It looks a bit different now. But you check it out, like, where are the tourists? There's a few, but there's Nomad. There's a few, but it's just nothing like today, like it is these days. So this is 2016, and it was just better back then. Like, it was just still, like, more Japan, more, like, Japanese people in places, not, like, flooded with tourists like it is today. Oh, that one's not very good exposure. Yeah, there we go, that's a bit better. Yeah, so I was...
Said, back in my day.
That's it, man. Yeah, I was just waiting for my friend to turn up. And they took a while. They were staying up the top. They were sort of like Ueno area. Whereas I was off to the more east side, like Edogawa. Yeah, there we go. Check it out. This is sick. They got rid of this whole building. So me and my friend, we snuck into this hotel that's opposite that building, and we waited for another group of people to come in, and then they punched the thing for like whatever floor they were going to, and then we pushed the button for the top, and we snuck all the way up. And yeah, we found this window, and it's like a corner room, and then there's like a little hallway, and then there's like a restaurant. And we were just in this little bit taking photos for like 10, 15 minutes, and I saw like a staff member out the corner of my eye in the restaurant bit. And every time I look up, it'd be a little bit closer, a little bit closer. I'm like, oh dude, we got to get out of here. Because it wasn't our hotel, we just snuck into it. But this blew my mind, like, they have a soccer pitch on top of a fucking building down there. Really cool. But it's not there anymore, they tore it down, so you just can't get these photos anymore. Adidas Futsal Park. Like, that's very small, that's barely the size of a basketball court. But this was sick, this was a really cool set of photos that I got. Yeah, there's the crossing. Got Hachiko down here. I got a video footage of this too. I think it's on my YouTube channel. There's a train station.
Beauty Place said, arena, football.
Fußball, if you want to say it in German. Fußball. Footy, if you're a British git. We just call it soccer, man. You guys have football, but you don't use your feet for it, so I'll use the term correctly. But yeah, we spent a good amount of time up there. Yeah, this is the photo that I did the edit of. This is really cool. This is on the wide lens. And you can't get this photo anymore. You'll never be able to get this again. They've built some giant-ass building here and it looks totally different. I mean, I'm sure the view's still good. Yeah, there's another one.
Beauty Place said, the only football I recognize is the one with the Beckhams.
Bend it like Beckham. Yeah, it just blew my mind that they had like a football stadium or a soccer stadium just like in the sky. Oh yeah, and then this guy was like beatboxing. I've got video footage of him doing it too. He's in my BRB screen. And then there's like some dude, yeah, this guy just comes in and starts dancing. And he's like the only one doing it. And it's like super awkward, but he's having a good time, so whatever.
Beauty Place said, we don't talk about ladies auxiliary Murrican rugby leagues.
Well, I don't talk about rugby much anyway, because I'm from Victoria and we just don't really care. Although our team apparently is pretty good. Yeah, so this is like looking down towards Content Corner. It's up there somewhere. And you go off to the right. There's the Macca's, and then it's further up on the right. But I didn't really know my way around back then, so I was just sort of wandering around. I didn't go to any of the bars or anything. I just wanted to get some photos. Because we had like pancakes and stuff just before, like me and my friend. And then we snuck into that hotel.
Beauty Place said, I bet
There's
you're
me.
a top cricket enjoyer, aren't you?
No, I hate cricket. I find it boring as fuck. I've still got that jacket. That was me when I was 28. I was a much younger, better looking man. So my friend took that photo, and then I grabbed his camera and I got the shot of him down here. So that's why we've got these. And I think we're at the start of that again, yeah. So I didn't really spend that much time in Shibuya. I only went there like twice. Because wasn't really my thing. So that was 20... Which one was that? I think it was 19? No. We're going to go like the 21st. Oops. Yeah, okay, so we were just here. So I've got to go to the next one up. Oh, D1 GP. Yeah, this was sick. This was like one of the last days that I was there. This is also when I went to... I forgot the name of it. But yeah, this is all Odaiba. That's D1 GP, where they had it. And they only do this like every 2 years. I don't even know if they do it anymore. But yeah, they hold a Drift D1 Grand Prix round here. So that... Let's see if I even recognise anyone. Nah. I should know these guys, but I don't. But they're doing an interview in like an octagon for some reason. Some of the cars, it's sort of like the pit area. It's got the Hachiroku 180. It's like a 370Z. It's a Mark II. It's a Mark X. There's a Sylvia.
Beauty Place said, cage match.
This guy's car right here, that exact car is on Juicebox, one of their most recent videos. The dude still has it. and they've developed it even further. It's got some like absolutely batshit SR20 in it now. Makes like I think like 800 horsepower, 700 horsepower, something like that.
If two cars finish at the same time, the drivers duke it out to determine the actual winner.
That's how they do it. Oh, and then they had like motorbikes just to entertain people. And the commentator's sick. He's got this like real raspy voice. He gets like really into it. He's like this like country style Japanese dude. And they use him for like all the motorbike stuff. He just does it for the love of the game, apparently. So I was like standing up taking these photos, and then eventually they told me off and like, oh, you have to take your sheep. You're blocking people. Dude, I'm up the top back corner. There's no one behind me. But yeah, in Japan, they love to enforce their rules. So who's driving this? That could be Hibino, Tetsuya Hibino's car. He, oh no, I think he drove like a 180SX, but he used to drive like yellow A86s. I've got videos of all these. These are all in like my BRB screen. There's heaps of them. And they all like filming the screen that you can see in the background with like a DJI Phantom 4. They were just capturing the feed from the controller and then pumping it into the screen.
Beautifully said. I mean, you live in a society that doesn't enforce their rules. How's that working out?
Nah, man. They enforce their rules here. Yeah, there it is there. So that's the screen. They're pulling that straight from a drone. And they're just like hot swap the batteries and keep the thing going. Or I think they had multiple drones. Yeah, the video footage was it was a lot better than this. Yeah, there's one of the Mark IIs. I think that was at the Fuji day that I showed before, the drift day up there. I know that the Goodyear one is definitely from there. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get good shots. You want to get like down low. So I try get a shot when they were as close as possible, or when they had like as much angle or as much smoke as possible. But also my camera was crap. Like it can burst photos, but they're like 3 per second, and then by the 4th photo the buffer is full, and then you gotta wait for it to clear to take more photos, because it's just a cheap crappy camera. If you have a good one, you can just like machine gun shot, and just one of them will be good. It was good though. I actually did get to go to a D1 event. Yeah, I think that car was at the this was at the Fuji 1JZ day as well. Yeah, he's putting out a lot of smoke. Stickers galore on this S15. Yeah, so what they do is they'd come down here, they'd start down here, and then they would, let's see if we can get a look at it. Yeah, they'd do like the big loop around, and then it would come around, and then they'd go back the way they came in, because they're kind of limited on space. So that's just sort of the layout that they had to run. Not the best layout, but you know, they're making the most of what they've got. There are definitely better tracks to check this out. Like better D1 tracks. I don't even know what tracks they use anymore. I'm pretty sure they don't even run it anymore. Was that a Supra? Yes, it was. So this is a lot of qualifying runs and just sort of like presentation runs. Yeah, there it is. It's the same car from the JZ day, 1JZ day at Fuji Speedway. And then after they do all their qualifying, you can just go up and talk to the drivers in the pits. So a lot of people do that, get their photos and stuff. Sick looking RX-7. I think they had a 20B in it. Oh, I got photos of all the cars and the engine bays and stuff as well. So they'll be coming up after qualifying. Yeah, this was a pretty sick car as well. I think there was a 20B AE86. I think there was a 13B MX-5 or Miata Roadster. And then there was, what else was there? Yeah, there was something else with a 20B in it. There are a few like really cool rotary swapped cars there. Yeah, so he's making some good smoke. Oh, he's got good angle. Check that out on the entry. That's pretty aggressive. They come in pretty fast. They track the speed that they come in at as well. It's part of the judging criteria. And the way this works is you're judged on speed, angle, and proximity. So if you're the guy behind, they'll check how close you are. And you know, if you're too far back, like you're going to lose points. Angle is how much angle you've got in relation to like the track itself, and then speed and smoke and style and a couple other things because it's a judged motorsport. Yeah, here's the this thing had the 13B in it. This was rotary swapped. That's a pretty cool little MX-5 Miata Roadster. They got too many names for this. I'm just going to call it a Roadster. It's easier. And yeah, the judges, they sit up here. They got cool seats too. They got little bride seats. So it's like, I can't even tell, man. That's Suzuki, son. But I don't know who these other dudes are. And then what do we got over here? Ah, yeah, they're just the guys that are helping run it. Are they using CRTs? Maybe they are, or maybe they're just like TV monitors that they use. Yeah, this one's got some pretty good sponsorship. I think that's Iwao Katsuhiro's car. He drove the A86 like years ago, man. He drove at Irwindale, and then I'm pretty sure he moved to a Sylvia because he was sponsored by Ukes, and it looks like he still is. Maybe I can find the name on the car. It should have the name on here somewhere. Just give it a sec. God, there's so many stickers, I'm never going to find it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's his car. It's a shame he used to drive the 86, but he needed something more competitive, so he moved over to the S15. Oh yeah, this dude spun it on the way in, so that's a dead run. He should have preserved his tyres. And the tyres don't last much, like you'll get maybe 3 or 4 runs and then they're gone, they just delaminate, like the tread comes off. But you know, these dudes all have tyre sponsors, so apparently it costs like, to run a season, it's like over 100 grand to like, you know, get to all the tracks and have the car set up and have like all your supporting staff and stuff there. So you have to have sponsors these days to be able to do it. Back in the day, you could have the private guys that would just rock up and, yeah, still be competitive. Very different now. This dude, I'm pretty sure, won. It's, what's his name? Kumakubo, I think. Or it might be, what's his name? I forget the names, man. He's like the main dude. He's the guy that jumped to JZX at Minami South. Another chaser. It got dark fast when they did this. Like the actual competition runs were going like way into the night. So this is the second set of qualifying runs. And yeah, if you don't qualify high enough, like I think you've got to be top 16 or top 8. If you don't get in there, like you don't get a shot at it. That RX-7 was sweet though. Not an 8.6. So yeah, they had the practice stuff early on, which is what they were doing when I turned up. Then they did the first set of qualifying runs, and then the second set, and then they take a break. Yeah, there's the Phantom. Take a break. People can chat to all the drivers and stuff, check out the cars, and then they get straight into the competition. So these are all still qualifying runs. But qualifying is what is really cool because that's when they really push it. Yeah, so you can see sort of some of the judging criteria here. That's their entry speed. And then this is made up of the various sectors. And I think they have like some sort of thing in the cars that tracks like momentum, angle, speed, all that, and that all factors into the score as well. So it's judged, but there's also like some measured results that go into it. You could get better photos if you actually weren't in the grandstands, because there were some guys like just free to watch areas, and you could watch basically from along like these concrete barriers and get some pretty good photos. Yeah, like all these dudes back here, they'd be getting awesome shots. It wasn't expensive. It was, to get a ticket was like, I think it was like 50, 60 bucks. It was hardly anything. It's probably gone up quite a lot now though, in terms of price. You know, given it was 10 years ago. Alright, we'll burn through these a little quicker because they're all basically the same. It's just the second run. we'll get to the pit cars. Are we there yet? Yeah, that GDR was just pumping out the smoke. He ended up actually winning the event. Yeah, so they had like a show and shine area, like demo cars, but then they also had the competition cars down here. So this is the break there. There's the Fuji TV building. That's one of the comp cars. Pretty aggressive looking bumper on that thing. Usually they have like the drivers' names on the cars as well. So that's running, yeah, so that's a 20B, is it? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's a 20B, 3-rotor. So some pretty serious power coming out of that. They don't come with a 3-rotor, they come with a like a 2-rotor. They're Toyo R1Rs, I've actually got a set of these on my car. Really good tyre. Very expensive. Yeah, look, check it out, he's got the V-mount like intercooler setup. So he'll have all the ducting at the front that comes in and just blows all the hot air straight up and out the ducts in the bonnet up there. And that's gold insulation. And they've got it around the brake booster and somewhere down here too, just to manage the heat, because gold's a really good insulator. Because like that's on the back of the turbo right there.
If it weren't for the wear rate, I'd put R1 rupee on the Civic.
They're good, man.
Just can't afford it today. I miss my T1 rupee.
Yeah, here you go. 20B and an A86. This was so cool to see. Big turbo hanging off of it as well. And like to do this in an 8.6 is difficult as well, because you've got the exhaust on this side, which is where the steering column is, the brake booster, all that. So it's not an easy thing to set up. He's got R1Rs as well, so he's got the Toyota sponsorship. Hang on a sec. I'm going to turn his fan off because I'm freezing my ass off. There we go. Yeah, I made an article all about this. This is nice. This has got an SR20 VE in it. Like a really nice looking head on that. So it's still an SR20, it's just got the variable valve timing head on it. That was a clean car though, that 180. I've got a nice photo of that edited up as well. Can I see driver names anywhere? No, not easily. But yeah, usually when they're in the pits, they're just swapping tyres and getting it ready for the actual competition. That's got a 2JZ in it. Normally it has like an SR20. Like most, yeah, here you go. Here's the Roadster with a 13B turbo in it. Big turbo hanging off. Look how compact that is, man. There's not much room in there. But they made it fit. And I don't know what's going on here. They're fuel lines, or maybe... No, these are water lines, and that's a water pump. Because they put the radiators in the back. Because apparently it's more efficient, or it's better for like weight distribution or something. There you go, hydro handbrake. Got your gear stick, oh, that's your mains power. They've got the quick release wheel. What else we got? I have no idea what this is. Is that like... Yeah, this is all just management. It's still got a stereo by the looks of it. Nah, that's got to be something else. I don't know what that is. There's no way you'd leave a stereo in it. Unless it's like D1 streets or street legal, where they still require that. Noriaro sticker on this one. Which is kind of cool. Yeah, I think that is Awayo's car. Yeah, there's the inside of it. Yeah, and this is how they do the radiators. They just shove them in the boot. And yeah, they've got like big thermo fans and usually some sort of like ducting, I think, that helps blow air out through and vent it through the boot lid. I still don't know why they do that. I think it's just to have more room in the back, or it works better in terms of cooling because the car's going sideways, you're not getting a lot of air through the front air dam. So if you've got your radiator at the front, it's just not scooping up much air. Oh, also, people bring gifts for the drivers and just like dump them on the cars. So yeah, the more favorited drivers or the popular drivers just get like a ton of presents and stuff from all the fans. It's kind of sick. That was a clean looking S15. Yeah, he's got an SR in this, so he hasn't got a JZ in this. So he's still keeping it pretty good. Keeping it pure. Again, check out the tubs that they run. Or this looks like it's been welded in and made a lot bigger just to run. Or they've beaten the shit out of that with a hammer just to get like wider tyres in there. But usually what they'll do is they'll just chop out the guards and let's just weld in tubs for it. Yeah, this is the car that actually ended up winning the event. 35 GDR. It was a rear-wheel drive. They wouldn't run it four-wheel drive. There'd be no point. I think like you have to have like a rear-wheel drive car. It's part of the regulations. No driver name. I could swear they have the driver names on the cars. They used to. Now it doesn't seem like they do it anymore. There's a sick looking Chaser. Wan Li is like a Chinese tyre brand. But hey man, you're getting free tyres, you're going to take them. HKS GT86 with a 2JZ in it. Yeah, it's 2J. Easy way to tell Nissan straight 6 from a Toyota straight 6. Toyotas have the turbo on this side, Nissans have the turbo on this side. And then of course you can tell by the cam covers and stuff as well. It's not true for all, but like, you know, JZ or an RB, it's an easy way to tell. This dude's still rocking an SR. So props to him, that's more of a low budget entry. There's Nomuken. He's been doing like drift video content for years. That's, I think it was his son's car or he was driving. I know his son drives now. His son would have been too young to drive back then. But he's always got like 4-door R34s, Nomuken does. And he runs a workshop called Blitz and Urus, I believe. And Urus is just Saru backwards. Because that's his thing. He's like, that's the branding that he goes for. That's a pretty aggressive looking kid on that. There's another 8.6. What's in this one? Yeah, this is the one with the SR that's still going today. This dude is old school, man. He's been drifting these things since like the early 90s. And he's still going. Oh no, what is this? What is that? I think that's like a 1UZ or something. Yeah, that's like a turbocharged like Toyota V8 or something like that. So he's definitely got a bit of power. Here's another one. I don't know whose car this was. Usually, like, the cars belong to like a shop of some sort, and you can tell. Yeah, another JZ, another 2J, big turbo on it. Yeah, these cars, they'll pump out like 7, 8, 9,000 horsepower. Like 700, 800, 900. 370, so like I didn't even see this thing run, so they must have had mechanical issues that day. Yeah, another S15. S15's everywhere. Oh, this is cool. This is a Suzuki Jimny that got basically converted into a drift car, and they shoved like, I think it's like S13 running gear in it. So it's got an SR20, it's got the was it R200 diff in the back, it's got the S13 gearbox, SR20 gearbox. Yeah, looks like they got a sick little bike. Whoa, what's going on here, man? It's actually got some rear suspension. That's kind of cool. That's like a custom job. They've just like chopped and put that whole thing together. What is this? This is the Mark X with a 2JZ as well. Yeah, it's a big fat car, that one. There's the inside of it. It's where the business gets done. He doesn't... Oh no, there it is. I was going to say he doesn't have a hydro handbrake, but it's right there. And there's another Chaser. God, I took a lot of photos that day. There's a Mark X. Is it? No, or maybe that's like a GS300, I can't tell. I think that's a GS300, that's like a Lexus base. Yeah, there's a lock on it that they get. And that's probably not even maxed out, they can probably get even more on it than that. And what they do to do that is they'll, you get special like steering arms and lower control arms, and it lets you get way more lock on the wheel. And more lock means more angle, which means more points. So that's why they do it. Yeah, another 2J setup. What's in this? They've done. It's got a V6 in it, so it's probably like a GTR engine in that, like a VR38. Kind of a hard swap in a 370Z because they're not designed for it. Yeah, some dude's getting his signature. Yep, more gifts. What's this say? Oh, it's just the time of what they're going to be doing. Okay. Yeah, check this out. So these are like little rip cords that are hooked into fire extinguishers. So you can set off a fire extinguisher without, like that probably cuts the power, and that's the fire extinguisher over there. So if you have any like mechanical issues, like say it catches on fire, yeah, you're good. Because if you open up the bonnet, like you're just letting air at the fire, and then you're making it worse. So it makes sense to do that. Yeah, there we go. This is the Goodyear one that we saw at Fuji Speedway. And there's a sister car over there. And there's a third car, but you'll see it in a second. There it is. There's a little RC car on the roof that's a replica of the same car that it's sitting on. And this dude was popular as hell. There's his name. Hirota. T. Hirota. So he's getting gifts left, right, and center, this dude. Like, look at all the free shit he got. Bro's gone shopping, man. He's getting all the goodies. That's his helmet. Like, that's so cool. If you tried to do that here, all this stuff would just get stolen. People would just nick it. Like, I did a track day and they nicked my oil. I brought some fresh oil with me just in case, and someone just stole it. So that was a bit of a sour experience. Yeah, there's a little probably Yokomo drift car that they've got, RC one. So yeah, these dudes they got money to burn. They got a pretty good setup. And then they were doing like runs with a GTR, and it was an NSX as well. Yeah, there it is, the new NSX. So I don't know why they were doing this. It's just maybe like personal cars, and they're just letting people try them out. And yeah, of course you've got like shops where you can buy stuff, little stalls and all that. Yeah, so they had these three, so NSX, GTR, and then like a GT86. And this thing was pulling a bit of attention because it was a fairly new car at the time. Like, people really hadn't set eyes on the NSX that much yet. It was like recently announced at the time. Oh, this was cool. So these are drift taxis, and they've got 4 bucket seats in them. So one for the driver, and then 2 in the back and 1 in the front. So you can shove like 3 people in there, and they were just drifting around like a figure 8 little thing. And I've got a video of that as well. This is a rally car, as you can tell by the very different wheels on it and the ride height. This looks crazy. What's going on here? Drift dirt trial. Okay, so there's a dirt car. Oh yeah, and there's the Jimny. They were giving it a few test runs. There's not much footage of that thing drifting either. So I don't know who I'm looking at here. That looks like maybe Izumida? Dart Izumida? I think he's no longer alive. This like Russian dude was like getting his photos and signature and stuff. Oh no. Oh, that's Hibino. It's a Tetsuya Hibino. He used to drive A86s like a long time ago, and now he doesn't. But I'm pretty sure he still has one. His old cars were all sort of like yellow in colour. Yeah, then they got all like, you can test out the bride seats and check out wheels and shit. And what is this? It's got a rotary in it. Looks like an Miata as well. Another rotary swap Miata. No, that's an RX-8 engine. So that's a Renesis 13B. That's kind of a cool swap. What is that? Yeah, that was a Miata. That's an Aria Mamiya car that they've brought down, like a little shop car. It's kind of cool. And yeah, here's the seats. And these are good. I would love a set of these in my car. Stradia 2. And they make them two types. You can get like a fiberglass back one or like carbon fiber. But it's reclinable, but it's basically a bucket seat that reclines. It's like the best of both worlds. As opposed to something like this, it doesn't have much side bolstering. This is much more comfortable. I think that's like a Euro or like a recreation of the R34 seat. And then that's for like a bus or some shit. Rally seat. fixed back bucket. These have to be comfortable, otherwise you're just not going to be in for a good time. And yeah, there's another one. And then you've got to get the rails for them too, so you can actually mount it to the car. Some weeb car. That's clean looking. Oh, Drift Tengoku. So this is like from the the magazine. So that's like their demo car. So Drift Tengoku is like it means Drift Heaven, and it's a magazine that's been doing this stuff, like covering this stuff for years. And they make DVDs and videos and stuff too. Looks like it's a Lexus, that one. And we've got, who do we have up here? A couple of the drivers. So he's the main commentator. That's I think it's Manabu Suzuki, something. If you ever hear a drift clip with the commentator going apeshit, that's that dude. He's got a very iconic voice. And yeah, they're just interviewing a bunch of the drivers. And I can't tell just by looking at them. Is that Kumakubo? This dude wins everything. He's like the most popular driver. So I'm pretty sure he's driving that Goodyear like JZX 100 or the Mark II. But he didn't win this event. I'm pretty sure the GTR won this event. This is before they were doing the, like when they hand out all the awards and stuff. And yeah, there's just a cheeky little Lexus LFA race car sitting here. Really cool car. Another Mark II with a JZ in it. They're everywhere. Yeah, and this is the same stuff that I saw at the Fuji thing. So, but they have like a bit of an extended range here. Small little trinkets people could buy. And yeah, they had Yokomo, they're a big sponsor. They sell a lot of like 1/10 scale RC drift cars. And some of these are cool. Like they have they're rear-wheel drive and they're counter steer. They automatically counter steer. They've got a little thing called a drift box in it, and it just detects which way the car's going and it will counter steer automatically. But there are guys that can drift without them, and they're really talented and really good. But yeah, Yokomo seem to have like some of the coolest shells because they're actually to scale. Like look at that, there's a little 8.6 coupe one. Got an REM Mamiya RX-7 one over there. S15. There's like an old Team Orange WRX. That is the BR. Oh, who drove that? Tezuka. Tezuka used to drive like an R34. It was an R34 on the front, it was R32 on the back, because if you look at that pillar, that's actually an R32. So these are like the era of cars that I know. But yeah, the whole sport's moved on since these dudes. And they've still got like a bit of old stock out there. They're expensive too, they're like $500. This? Yeah, this is the Jimny. This is the inside of the Jimny. Yeah, you can see it's got the SR in it, got carbon cover. Maybe it's just paint, who knows. It's tube frame, and they've slapped the Jimny frame over the top of it. It's such a weird looking car. It's cool though. Damn, I did a lot of photography this day. My camera would have been melting by the end of it. Project Mu, they make brake pads. It's like metal in the compound, so they chew up the rotor, but they work pretty well. I should have picked some of these up, man. I should have picked up like, yeah, some 4AGE plates. They got the prices here? No, they show What about the camera? Alright, that one's back. Hey, everything came back. Awesome. Yeah, battery ran out. It's been a while. They last like... I tested them. I get like about nearly 4 hours out of them. A little bit over 2 to 3. I mean, we've been going for like 3 hours, 20 minutes, so... Yeah, it adds up.
Beauty Place said, that's not that bad.
Yeah, for just a tiny little battery, they hold on. I'm nearly done. We'll get through this day, and then how many more days have I got? Let's see. Yeah, maybe I'll keep one of the days for a later stream. So let's get past all the motorbike bullshit. Yeah, this guy's sick. Look at the style of him, man. He's got like American police hat. He's like real rat roddy type guy. So he's the commentator for the bikes and stuff. He does all that stuff. And yeah, he's like, yeah. He's getting like really into it and shit. And he has to, because it gets kind of boring after a while. So I'm just gonna burn through this. Here we go. Now we've actually got some battles happening. I took a few photos, and then I think I went and just did video. Because I'm like, oh, I want to get like, you know, video's better than photos, of course. But I wanted a few of the actual battles. Oh, and then that night, I went here. And I've completely forgotten the name of it. Do you remember what this place is called? It's not... I think it starts with like a Y. It's not Odaiba. I'm just going to Google it, man. Give me a sec, I'll find this. Japan Car Park. Yoko. JDM. This will find it immediately. Yeah, Daikoku. Yeah, that's it. Daikoku Futo. Yeah. So I went to Daikoku and I paid a dude like a couple bucks to get me out there. He's a really cool guy. And he picked me up from, where was I? Like Shibuya or something. And yeah, then we drove out. And this is back when the van still had all the music and all the lights and shit. And because it was D1, that day, so this is after D1, I organised it. Yeah, it was actually pretty busy. We didn't get to stay long. I was there like maybe half an hour, then the cops shut it down. But yeah, it's so different to how it is nowadays. Like, look at the car park, it's absolutely packed. And there are just dudes with cool cars everywhere. So, because it was so busy, they ended up shutting it down. Because people need to be able to use it. That's usually what the cops do. They'll wait when it gets full. Okay, we're shutting it down. Or they'll wait until the truck drivers start complaining because they try to sleep there. And yeah, they'll just boot them out. Yeah, like, check this shit out. This is so sick. That's just a Tarago, man. But it's like fully blinged up. Look at all the fucking neon and shit going on the inside. It's like a nightclub in there. He's got a disco ball right here. This was sick. Oh, and that's not even all of it. Like, this thing's flashing away like one of those Christmas houses.
Beauty Place said, that's silly AF.
Yeah, look, it was like going ape shit. I love it, man. And check this out. It's like a zombie survival car, but it's just a little K car. It's a little Daihatsu mirror that they've done up, and it's got like, you know, bull bar and like pretty sick fitment. It's like sprayed it up. And look at the bull. This dude drove it here like this. It's got like mesh wire all over the front. That was sick. And then it had like a really cool little sound system in the back as well. This was awesome. Look at this, good stance, just absolutely slammed, like a nice clean K car. So yeah, okay, you don't have a lot of money, but you can still get into the car scene. You can still have fun. And this thing's got like, yeah, some cool speakers and stuff in the back. You can see like there's a glow on this cone coming from the lights in the back of this car. There's another one that looks like an old
6
March.
said, what are we up to 7? Old photos.
Yeah, these are all from 2016 when I did my holiday in Japan. I was there for 3 weeks. And it was mostly car stuff. So we just got through all of D1 GP that I went to. And then after D1 GP, I went here to, and I've already forgotten the name of it. Daikoku. I went to Daikoku. And this is like back when, it wasn't peak, but it was still really good. It was really good to go. It's very different to today. Yeah, check it out. This guy's got Lambo doors. That's sick. And then he's got the trim all done as well. So these dudes are spending big money on their cars. Got some nice seats in there. I don't know if that's a real intercooler. Maybe it is. It looks probably fake. It's got good wheels on it though. Those are Meisters. They're quite an expensive wheel. Yeah, and then look at the back of these things, man. It's just got like insane speakers and they've got like huge amps to run it and like pretty good power source. And they're freaking loud. And then this dude's just dancing in front of it. I got a video of him dancing away in front of this car as well. You don't want to stand behind it for too long, like 5 minutes and your ears are going to be ringing and you get that like muted noise from everything else. And they just have them blasting. So this will be blasting full volume and it'll be playing a different song to this one, which is blasting full volume. And they all just run their own stuff. And you can't even hear the music because it's like one's cancelling out the other one.
Then said, holy.
Yeah, it's like they're fighting with their vans. It's crazy. And then, yeah, people would just dance in front of them. And then earlier on, like you go 2000s and earlier, you'd have like people doing like parappa, like what was it? Like, you know, had like the pre-scripted like dance moves that they all did in Japan. They're all doing that shit out there. It was just like a cool place to go chill and hang out. So I wanted to check out some of the cars. We've got a nice looking Crown here. MR2, that's poorly exposed, but I think I fixed it. There we go, that's a bit better. Those are nice wheels. Those are also Meisters, I believe. That's not an MR2. What are those? MRS. But he's got the hard top on it. He's got the spoiler. He's probably done like an engine swap. Because they came with the wrong engine. They came with like a Corolla engine when they could have put the Celica engine in this. The 2ZZ instead of the 1ZZ. That's an Aristo, or a later model Aristo. And these things came with the 2JZ. I think they're also just like a Lexus GS, or like a GS 300. They released a few different versions of it. JZX 100. I've probably got the same photo of this at the 1JZ day. And yeah, that's the, I think it's the Aristo next to it. Yeah, and then the cops turned up, so everyone had to leave. So I got a few shots of people leaving. Some weeaboo car. It's a Natasha style. I have no idea what character that is. What is that? That looks kind of cool. I can't even tell you what car that is. It looks like a Crown. Or it could be like a Fuga or like a SEMA or something like that. Yeah, there's the police turning up, telling everyone to get out. There's a Natasha Prius with underglow. In front of that's WRX. Yeah, some Kermit the Frog style 350Z convertible. Don't see many convertible 350Zs over there. It's got good wheel fitment though. Wait, is it left-hand drive? Nah, it would be. What is that? Looks like another Crown. It's hard to tell. It's not a chaser. Oh yeah, and then there's like like Impalas and lowriders and stuff too. These dudes were hanging out near the truck area at the back. So I got a couple shots of these. It's sick though, you go there and you just get an entire variety of different cars. Like this dude's just got his car dedicated to some idol. Got his stickers all over it. And he can remove them so the resale value goes back up. And yeah, we were parked just around here somewhere, and there's all the vans, and then like that's the police station, like right there, I think. It's just literally on the other side of that fence. And they come in from like further down here. Some pimped out vans. Yeah, there you go. That's a Suzuki Cappuccino. And check out the wing on this thing, man. Like it does nothing. It's just a giant spoiler, but it looks cool. It's got a little hard top on it. It's got some sort of like huge navigation screen in there. And yeah, I tried to get a rolling shot of this out the window, but yeah, a bit blurry. I couldn't quite nail it. Again, couldn't quite get it. It's looks like an R35. Yeah, that's an R35. And then, yeah, this is like my last night there, I believe. I just went out with my camera in the local area and just wanted to get some photos because I had some time to kill, and I'm like, yeah, cool, let's do it, man. So I'm just going around the local neighborhood taking photos. There's Skytree. There's that bridge that I showed from the top. That's the one that I would cross over. And then, yeah, there was all these apartment buildings over here. And I walked from here to it. When I went to Skytree that day, I just walked from my place all the way up there. And that was sick. This is 2016, right? So you could get Airbnb. I got an entire, like, it was like a 2-bedroom house or a 1-bedroom house, and it had like a kitchen and a dining area and bathroom, toilet, all that. I got the whole thing to myself, and it was like $35 a day. Like, that was just, the value of what you could do back then was insane. And it was like on a main line that goes to Akihabara. So it was like fairly cheap and easy to get into the city as well. And then they ruined it all and changed the regulations, and now it's all expensive and horrible. There's that river again that the thing goes over. And these are like, just apartment units all on the side. They're all along this river. There's heaps of them. That's actually not a bad photo. That looks kind of nice. Got some more just around the area where I was living. I could bracket this photo actually. So the way you do it is you take, see how you can sort of see in a bit better like that? You take that and you overlay that onto this section here. So you get like better dynamic range. Oh yeah, some bikes. I'm being artsy. Just testing out my camera. You gotta remember, I only had the camera like, I got it about a week before I went on this trip. And I learned how to use it on this trip when I was in Osaka. Vending machine. Some fairly big road here actually. This will be the main road that you use to get from like Chiba to back into Tokyo. Maybe it goes to like the Narita side. It'll be like one of the main roads that goes like east to west. There you go. This is a really long exposure, so you can see the car like went all the way down here. This will be like 30-second exposure or something. Maybe even a minute. Yeah, it's just me playing around with my camera, figuring things out. And yeah, back to D1. That was the whole of that day. I think I've got like one more day, or that might be it. Let's have a quick look. There's just one more day, I'll go through it. We got one more. Oh, yeah, I did Tokyo Tower on the last day. And I did like, yeah, some more stuff. Yeah, we'll go through this one too. You know what, I might start the treadmill up again. My legs are feeling a bit better. Just give us a sec. Yeah, so this is like the main shrine in Yoyogi Park. I think it's Meiji Jingu. There we go. And this was busy. This place had tourists everywhere. And I think there was a wedding going on that day. Yeah, it was busy. I might slow this down a bit, just so it's a bit easier. So everybody goes here. This is like, oh, you got to do it because it's like one of the biggest temple shrine things that you can get to easily. That's why there's just tourists everywhere. And get some detail shots. These are those little things that you write your wishes on. Oh yeah, they were doing like restoration work, so they were fixing stuff up. So a lot of, like one whole side of it was just like basically blocked off, like you couldn't see anything. It was extremely busy though, and this is just in the middle of the day. Yeah, there's the side that's all getting fixed up. It was nice though, but yeah, some of the other shrines and places that I went to are nicer. And this is where everyone gets this shot. You got the building in the background, and you zoom in, and you get like this. So a lot of people, hang on. A lot of people just sort of like try to get a shot like that, but if you zoom in more, you can make that look way bigger. I tied some trees together with a rope. This always impresses me. You see how the rope's really thick in the middle, and it gets thinner towards the end? They'd have to have it start running out of like frays as they go further out to be able to do that. So it's probably some sort of weird technique that they do to make that work. One of the gates. It's a long walk to get here. You've got to go down this huge gravel path to get to it. And then you walk past all these like donated sake barrels. So yeah, lots of people, lots of tourists. And I can't really remember what else I did this day. I know I went there. I think I was just sort of walking around. I didn't go to Harajuku. I completely skipped that. I didn't even realize how close it was. I just didn't know at the time. Oh yeah, these dudes were like doing tricks with like basketballs and shit. And they had the rocker guys. I've got videos of these dudes. The rockabilly dudes. Apparently, I don't know if they're still there. They came to Content Corner once. I did see that on stream once. But they're, yeah, obviously a lot older now. Given that this is 10 years ago. But they get right into it and they bring their kids out and they make a whole day of it. It's cool. And they blast the music. And then, this is... Oh, yeah, I just walked around Yoyogi Park this day. That's mostly what I did. And then I got lost. And I couldn't find the exit, so I basically walked the perimeter trying to find my way out. It was a busy day, though. It was a nice day. Dude chilling with his dog. That's the same bike that was at the D1 GP that they modified, because you can see the little suspension shock at the back there. So it must be like maybe it's like a folding bike. Got the fountain going. It's a busy day. I think because it was the weekend. I think D1 was on the Saturday and this is like a Sunday, so that's why there's so many people there. Oh, and then they had like a little festival thing across the road from Yoyogi Park. So I don't know what this was about, but they also had like a flea market down there too. They had like people selling stuff. Some sick Citroen. I think they were selling like coffee and beer and stuff. There's a Volkswagen one also selling beer. What is this? This looks kind of cool. It's just some artwork, very graffiti style. That's me. My fancy yellow orange shoes. Wish the mirror was cleaner though. Yeah, some vintage cameras. So people just got like their stalls out and they're just selling stuff. Let's see if I can recognize any of these. Not really. I mean, I know that's Pentax because it says Pentax. These are old, really old. They probably don't even work. But yeah, just all old film cams. There you go. 2 different 240Zs. What is this? Stadio Park. NHK. Oh yeah, I took that because it's got the Domicon on it. So it's all like an NHK building or something. Earth Garden, so it's like some hippie thing. Right. Giant bloody Corona. Yeah, and it had bands and stuff. I can't remember what the type of music it was. I didn't stick around that long. This guy looks like he's basically homeless. But he definitely fits the vibe of this place. Got the full hippie look going on. And then, yeah, I went back to the park. Where is this? Oh, this is from the top of Tokyo Tower. I went to Tokyo Tower that night as well. So that's... I actually don't know what I'm looking at there. I was going to say it's Roppongi, but I don't think it is. But yeah, Tokyo Tower is definitely like the better high-rise building to go up and check things out from. Because it's right in the middle of the city. You got all these buildings surrounding you. Oh yeah, the Metro government building. This looks cool. There's that cigar building. This is my favourite building. I just love the look of it. How it's got that curved bottom that comes up. It's like really like 80s future tech style looking. Like how they thought the future would look like in the 80s, and then they just built it. I don't know where I got these photos from. It can't be Tokyo Tower, right? I mean, I'll find out. I'm definitely pretty high up. It probably is. But I don't recall it being anywhere near the Metropolitan building. There's Rainbow Bridge. And that Ferris wheel's all gone now. That was what, Pallet Town? Or whatever they called it. Oh, that's this is the hotel that I stayed at in 2014. It's like the Park Royal Hotel or something. Really nice. That was the one with all the cool cars in the basement. Like all the Ferraris and Lambos and Aston Martins and stuff. And it's like right next to Tokyo Tower. And the reason I can recognize this is because it's like a 3-sided building. You know, if you discount those. So really 6 sides, but it's like a big triangle. And yeah, we weathered a typhoon through that thing. I'm trying to see this intersection down here. It's not the one I'm thinking of with the... maybe it is. Maybe that's the petrol station on the corner there. And you walk up here. Yeah, it is. There's a petrol station there, and you can walk up here, and you can walk up that way, to get to Tokyo Tower. But yeah, it was hard to get a good photo up here because like you can put your camera to the glass to try block out the light. Yeah, that's Roppongi over there. But there's still a lot of glare that comes in. So yeah, you don't really get like, I mean look, you can see all the lights and stuff on the inside. It's kind of hard to cut all that out. Like, ideally you need to be outside to get like really clear shots. But I did what I could. And then yeah, because it's quite dark, you have to have a long exposure time just to get like a half decent shot. And then you got to hold reel still, just to like make sure you don't stuff it up. But yeah, that was the last night that I had. I went to Tokyo Tower, and then the next day I had to just pack up and get out, go home. And I really didn't want to. I wanted to stick around. Yeah, there it is. Upskirt shot of Tokyo Tower. A reflection shot of Tokyo Tower. Another one. And the thing's huge. When you're at the base of it, like, it's massive. Like, these don't do it justice. When you're actually at the base of it, you're like, holy crap, this thing is immense. The scale of it's kind of crazy. That's a better shot. I couldn't even get the whole thing in frame. Camera didn't go wide enough. That's a better one. It'd be better if I was off to the right a bit more. Center it. Oh, and then as I'm walking, because it's up on like a little hill, and you go down the hill to get to the road. I'm walking down, and they were running the Mario Kart guys. They had their base of operations around there somewhere. So I'm walking down the hill, and then like Bowser, Mario, Wario, and Yoshi, they're all just walking up, and they're not saying anything.
They said, "Okay, sleepy time for me, bud."
No worries, man.
Rest of Scream and another nap.
I'm about to wrap up. I've got like a couple more pictures. This is the last day, so we're nearly done. So I'll wrap up in a sec. Yeah, then there's like a couple car dealerships on the way out. There was a Porsche one somewhere too. That's a McLaren Mercedes, like stupid expensive car. Ferrari. This is the expensive part of Tokyo, so you're gonna get that. So I saw that, and then this place with the Porsches. And I think that's it. I think we're done. Oh, E-Type Jag. Another Porsche. Yeah, and that's it, man. That was my whole holiday. So I'm going to stop this, and now I can raid out of here. Because I want to eat dinner. I was supposed to eat like 2 hours ago. Alright, let's see who we can raid. Open that up. I'll make sure I raided from here last time, and when I got in, I couldn't see what the person was saying, because only chat raided over, not the actual thing. I will raid AGC, he's pretty cool. So, give me a sec. I'll just do it from here, and then I'll click his one. So give me 1 second. /raid AGCTV. I believe that's him. There we go. And I'll bring up my stream so I can see it and do this properly. God, this is slow. Here we go, channel. We'll even accelerate it. But yeah, appreciate everyone sticking around. Thanks for the raid, Sam. And yeah, we're gonna jump over to this dude. Oh man, look at it go, it's so slow. It's dragging its heels. Does it give you the option to accelerate it while it's on desktop like this? I'm used to the mobile one. This is very different. How do I make it go? Wait, is it even rating? Yep, there it is. It's just taken forever to load. Fair enough. That won't give you the option to speed it up. It's just like, oh, it'll be in 5 seconds. There we go. I'm gonna have to bring the volume back. And we've got to fix this up. So many things to do. There we go. Oh, that's loud.